Hello and welcome to Diamond Ranch High School. It's going to be a brisk 76 degrees here. We expect some wind, and we're here for the opening week of high school football across the nation. We're here on the Claremont High Network, where it's Diamond Ranch, the home team, versus your Claremont High School Wolfpack football. Both teams going into this with a new approach to the game. Both have new head coaches. But first, I'm Luke Roy, and I'm joined by the amazing, the fabulous, beautiful Eduardo Rodriguez. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Doing great.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good game today. But what are some keys to success you see for the Wolfpack?
Okay, so honestly, first, definitely some good QB play. After Jared Pocock, our starting quarterback now, wins a close quarterback battle with Bix Lazar. And then, so that was really close. Jared ended up winning the job. Second, honestly, is our lockdown. The secondary needs to lock down Diamond Ranch's receivers and quarterback, especially this game. Make sure they can't get any big plays. Can focus on the short passes and run game, especially for their Diamond Ranch quarterback, Jason Flagans III. He's proven to be, from various schools, a really good quarterback. And honestly, third, probably the trenches for both sides of the field. That will definitely be big to put pressure on the quarterback and to protect our own quarterback, especially that we had problems with that last year. But I think if we can do all those things, or at least most of those, I feel like we'll have a great game and a great season overall.
Yeah, I mean, the trenches are very important.
Yeah, for sure.
It's always been a Claremont's identity that it's a very run-heavy team first. But do you expect that we might see a little bit more in the passing game this year with brand-new head coach Jacob Karen at the helm?
Yeah, for sure, especially with Jared Pocock, especially during practice, had that huge arm. He's able to chuck it downfield. I definitely will see more deep bomb plays this year, especially with the receivers. Definitely different than the run game, I'd probably say. Especially that, really different than the run game.
Well, there's definitely some players that the coaches are really looking for to lead this team. I sat down with Coach Karen a couple days ago, and we discussed that, and he said that two players that really broke out to him were the linebacker combo of Luke LeBay and Nathan Ordonez. Those two were big in that trenches, linebacker area last year. They're two of definitely the stars on this team. And do you think we could see them make an impact here tonight?
Yeah, definitely, especially with Nate with that senior experience. He's been here for the past 3 years, going to his fourth senior year. From what I've seen, especially for the past 2 years, he's been great. He's one of the stars of this defense, especially now as our starting linebacker. And with Luke, he's a junior, but he's been doing great too. So I definitely see why they've both broken out, been stars. I feel like they could really help our defense a lot.
Yeah, LeBay really plays with a mentality and a physical approach beyond his years. He's
sure.
really advanced for first game of junior year. Yeah,
for sure.
And the other big storyline that we have today is, it's two new head coaches going at it. You have Jacob Karen, who's here from all the way of Everglades, Florida.
Wow, that's far.
And then you have Chris Williams, who coached at Monrovia High School last as a head coach. His last head coach spot was at Monrovia High School.
Yeah.
So it's going to be two new coaches implementing their ideologies.
Yeah.
And when I talked to Karen about that, he said that his motto is play for the day. It's just today, and that's all they have to do to get here and go start 1-0 to start the year.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to kick off here. At kicker, we have number 21, Carter Montgomery, the 4.5-star punter.
4-star kicker.
And then, as we're waiting for kickoff to start your 2024 Claremont football season
Starts.
We'd like to thank our sponsor, the Coliseum. And there's the kick. That'll bounce into the end zone there for a touchback to start the game. Now, Carter, last year wasn't great.
Yeah.
It was 1 in 9 years.
Yeah.
It was disappointed. But I think Carter showed last year that even in the special teams, that matters a lot because he was scoring a lot of points for the team last year.
Yeah, for sure. He made a lot of kicks last year. He was definitely one of the bright spots for getting points last year. And obviously with that 4-star kicker experience, 4.5-star punter, he's really valued.
And here we go. It's 1st and 10 here for the Panthers, and the player that you want to look out for them, like Eduardo said earlier, number 11, the QB, Flagans to third. He's going to be big for them, maybe in the future, because right now we see number 8 on the team, Isaiah Salinas, I believe.
Start.
Handed off on the first play, number 19, and he's wrapped up in the backfield there. Might have got a yard. That was Jalen Gallegos, the junior, with the run there, but great tackle there.
Yeah, stopped very quickly.
Looked like maybe combination of a couple of guys on the Claremont defense, and like you were saying, the trenches are really showing out.
Yeah, if they can do that all game, I mean, honestly, I don't see how we can win that run game. I mean, perfect textbook stop right there, for sure.
Definitely, and now we have it 2nd and 8 for the Panthers.
Motion.
There's the snap, and there's another handoff. Got away from the tackle on number 75, but the rest of the Wolfpack bring him down.
And those trenches just showing out, man, making that big stop. That's a huge 2nd down. Now they're essentially forced to pass it.
Yeah, it looks like it's probably about a 3rd and 7 here. First 3rd down, Claremont looking to get off.
Secondary hopefully can get a stop here.
Would be a great way to start the game off for the Wolfpack, as we have 11 minutes left to go in this first quarter of action here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There's the snap. Steps back in the pocket, throws it across the middle of the field, and incomplete. He almost had it, but it just fell down. That was number 11, Carson Grillo. Almost made the play there, but just couldn't corral it. But now the punting team will be coming out for the Panthers. So what do you see on that first drive from that Claremont defense?
I mean, first of all, their trenches will be great, man. They stopped both the runs, essentially forced a passing attempt on 3rd down, and it just got locked up quickly. Almost an interception by Grillo, and him and Jack Grillo from last year were at it.
Well, this is a new defensive mentality. It's led by head coach Jake Caron's father, Roger Caron, who he said really influenced him growing up. His dad, Roger, always played football throughout his career, so he kind of grew up with that through his blood.
Yeah, especially showing that great.
Oh, and the punt is fumbled by the returner, but he's able to grab it up.
Number 12.
Looks like that was number 18, Maxwell Taylor. Now, there are some pretty major departures from this Claremont High School team from last year. Now, obviously, you have the graduates with a lot of really good players. You had like Iso leaving, Grant Walsh, Eric Ott, and probably, in my opinion, maybe the best player on the team last year, in Ryan Dunphy, who was just a fantastic tight end and edge.
Yeah, he's a star.
But you also had some transfers out this year. You know, you lose the Max Leaper and the freshman running back Gatsby transferred as well. So there are some key losses that we'll see if Claremont will be able to offset as they go for their first offensive drive of the season.
We'll see right now.
Steps back, throws it there. That's to number 12.
Jake Bickham.
Bickham with the catch, and it's a first down for the Wolfpack on the first play of the game there. And that's not something we saw a lot of last year on 1st and 10.
Sure.
Throwing it.
Already a great start. I mean, we were talking about earlier about Jared Pocock being the starter. I mean, that was a great pass.
Yeah. And you see the junior Wani Limbe coming off, and you see the quarterback Jared Pocock coming back on. Now, Jared, the pros of Jared, he has a great arm. And that's something that nobody can deny. He can toss that thing down the field when needed. So it'd be interesting to see if he does that this game.
Yeah. Setting
as there's the screen to number 12, Jake Bickham.
Again, second reception.
Who looks like he gets about maybe 3.5 yards there. Looks like it'll be a 2nd and 7 here.
I mean, this is good, man. They're perfectly attacking them, and with that screen, they got a good, nice 3 yards after that quick 1st and 10.
Yeah, now there are a lot of names on this team that you might have heard once or twice last year that are truly going to have to make an impact. It's a very junior-heavy team.
Yeah,
and like the head coach, Coach Karen, and I were talking about, he said last year was senior-heavy. So there's not going to be that much over that, but they think the leadership that they really inspired can help. As there's the screen pass to the backfield to the running back. Number 3, he's staying up. That's Gabriel Alvarado, but he will get tackled in the backfield, and it'll be back to the 3rd and 10, maybe 3rd and 9 here.
Yeah, you always hate to see that. And
Yeah.
It's always not great if you get tackled in the backfield.
But you saw a little bit of there. Alvarado, he can break a tackle very easily. He's a strong man. He might not necessarily be the most intimidating, but if you underestimate him, he will put you on the ground.
Yeah, he'll definitely truck you for sure.
As Jared steps back in the pocket's blown up for the screen.
Alvarado again.
It's Gabriel Alvarado. He's moving around the plays, and he's still standing, running down the sideline, and he'll be out at the 25-yard line. Great play call there by the head coach, and great execution by the whole team. That's the screen you want.
Yeah, what you're talking about with Gabriel Alvarado, don't underestimate him breaking tackles. You saw he broke like 2 tackles there, dude.
Put a man on the ground.
He's moving, just like you said. So, I mean, like, more plays like that, definitely, dude.
Yeah.
After an early stop, you can definitely see a big game here at Claremont. This offense is rolling so far.
And, we did see some of these guys last year, and you can see the improvement.
For sure, especially after the new head coach change. I don't know what happened to them, but it lit a fire for sure because they're...
Oh, yeah, this is a team that's motivated to win more than ever.
No running back in the backfield.
Oh, and there's another screen, and
sorry,
looks like a little inaccurate throw there from Jared. That was aimed for Nathan Ordonez, the senior. Now, Ordonez, from just the vibe that I kind of got with talking to the head coach, he's one of the most well-respected guys on this team.
Yeah, for sure.
He's been a baller since he stepped into the program, basically as a freshman. And this senior year is going to be big for him because, we're talking big schools could be coming, and he definitely has the talent for it.
Exactly. He's a captain. He's a senior. He's been, ever since I've known him, he's been amazing on the field.
Yeah.
It's great.
And here it is. It's 2nd and 10.
Motioning the receivers a little bit.
A little bit of movement on the receiver's end. Jared steps back. Oh, and he's stepping around the pocket. Oh, and can't get out. He's sacked there. Looks like for a loss of about 2 or 3.
That's also another thing.
I think I saw maybe on the far side of the field, I saw a little maybe fade action, but he just wasn't able to connect in time.
It was good potential pocket presence. He stepped up when the first tackle, he avoided that sack, and then eventually still ended up getting sacked. But.
And I think something that was great there, I didn't feel like he was fumbling around in the pocket.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't looking to bail though.
Yeah.
He was looking to step up and make a read.
Yeah, and the thing is, he didn't fumble. That was a good thing.
Yeah.
Ball security is a great thing, and he's definitely an improvement from last season, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's 3rd and 13 here as the Wolfpack are looking to move the chains. Oh, and it's throwing deep. Oh, just through his hands.
Great ball by Pocock.
That was to number 21, Carter Montgomery, the kicker.
They lined him up and kicked. I didn't expect that at all.
Man, multi-level athlete there. That looked like number 1. That looked like number 21. Now, I would want to thank another one of our sponsors, Pomona Valley Hospital Medical Center, and for the great people over there. It's truly they have a great team over there.
Yeah, exactly.
And as someone, that has family in the medical field, it's definitely there's so much respect, and they're great. It's a great people over there.
Such a great job. Too,
and we'd like to thank them for helping bring you football on the Claremont High Network. Also, big thank you to all of our booster parents who work day and night to make sure that the program's up and running. We honestly could not be here, and the team would probably have 10-year-old jerseys if not for them.
Definitely, we love our boosters. For sure, we love our boosters here.
Yeah. Now, looks like a timeout on the field. They're discussing it over. It's 4th, 13 now. Looks like they're in the 28-yard line on Diamond Ranch's side. So this is
close
in range. It is.
Yeah, definitely close in the red zone. And this is a kick for sure Carter can make. So
oh, yeah.
For me, it's 4th down. Not too much to stress. Because Carter can make that kick,
And even if he doesn't, we only have 7:49 left in the first. Like, a miss here is not the end of the world.
Yeah, and it looks like they're setting up the kick with Carter.
Yeah, and here we go. We have Carter Montgomery lining it up. He was nails on last year.
If he make the first kick of the season, let's see.
Let's see if he can make the first kick. as we have 7:49 left in this first quarter of action.
Tie ball game 0-0, and that's a kick.
It's kick, and it is
no
just
goal.
short and a little far side, and Diamond Ranch will come on in slightly above better field position. You know,
Around
25 is where they,
started 28.
So-
yards.
not like you're losing much.
Yeah, I mean, Claremont defense last drive they stepped up. I mean, they
Yeah.
boxed the secondary, boxed them up. I mean, the trenches were great, and see if they can repeat that.
But what do you see from that Claremont offense? You know,
I
we
mean-
talked about the defense. What about the offense?
I honestly, something we didn't see last year, there were a lot more big plays, especially with that pass to Gabriel Alvarado, and he blocked multiple tackles. That was a great play. Definitely a lot more hope than last season. And I think that's the playmaking we need. And that's what we need to see last year.
And I mean, no matter if you're more pass or run in high school football, a good running back is important. And
Definitely.
Alvarado could definitely fill in those steps.
For sure.
As we have a screen pass that's too low, and that could have been a fumble recovery. Oh, and it's maybe a trick play. As number one's moving down the sideline. There's flags in the backfield. You might get a block in the back. Another flag there.
That was confusing.
I'm guessing this isn't going to be.
On Claremont?
I'm guessing this is going to be coming back. So you saw 3 flags get thrown up that play. A little bit of confusion. I think originally it was a screen.
Yeah.
Looks like the referees are discussing
Chatting about it. And make sure to get that right play.
some comments made by some of the fans here.
Not very happy about that play for sure.
Yeah. I don't blame them, That would have been a big play there by number 1, Isaiah Perez, the senior, who has some burners on him. He was really running there. That's a long run because you got to run all the way to one side, then all the way back, then all the way down.
And then it worked too. I mean, that's also something he's a kick returner too, so that's the experience he has. I mean, sure it got called back, but it did work out there. Maybe we see that again.
And Diamond Ranch has moved back. We'll see for the placement. Looks like it'll be at the around the 20-yard line now. Or, excuse me, the 15-yard line, as it's 1st and 15 now for Diamond Ranch.
This defense can make an impact, man. It'd be really dangerous if they get a sack. That means they'll be around their 5-yard line, I assume, and that could maybe a safety. Maybe pick 6, something. This defense could definitely
2-0 game to start off the year.
Really great, man. I mean, this defense has been playing great so far.
Defense wins championships. You know what they say.
Yeah, exactly. I won't doubt it.
As it's 1st and 10 now for Diamond Ranch. Talking a little bit before that. Hands off. Tries to get through there. And he still standing, brought down by a combo of defenders led by number 4, Nathan Ordonez, but also number 70, Ben Kim, the senior. Ben Kim was somebody that kind of jumped out at me last year. I think he really showed last year the flash and the potential to be a really core contributor to the team this year.
Yeah, and he just showed that right here, especially him and also Nate Ordonez, the captain who we were talking about earlier. He made a great impact, and that's definitely what you want to see from your star captain linebacker.
Now it's 2nd and 16. Another handoff. That's to number 19. That was to Jalen Gallegos, but he won't get much. Might get about.
You saw number 4, Nate. I mean, he again.
Looks like he got maybe a yard, 2. So not much.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Nate, number 4 there. He also made a great impact. He's just getting through these linemen, dude. I mean,
he's everywhere on the field.
This is exactly what you need to see. This is definitely a sign of hope so far in the start of the game. It's great.
And it's 3rd and 13 for Diamond Ranch now. You got to look for something deep here. Oh, and free pressure runner. And it's a pass over the middle. Escapes the tackle. That was number 2, Samuel Saldivar, the senior there with the catch. And here's what, that might look easy from home, but a throw over the middle is not an easy
especially
play.
That was over the safety number 33, and eventually Jordan Fifey, number 25, got that tackle there. I mean, that's a huge tackle. If you don't get that, that's possibly to the house for sure.
Yeah. So it's definitely it's 1st and 10, and the field is flipped now. They're at their own 47. Oh, and that's a screen to number 6. He gets by defender in the back.
Yeah.
And he's still moving, tries to make a move on number 35. Oh, and he's still in. Flag on the field before he's brought down at about the 17. We'll see who the flag's on. That was number 6. That was Eduardo Meja.
Whoa.
So how do you feel about that play from Eduardo right there?
I mean, that was a great play. I mean, I don't want to discredit him at all, but I mean, Claremont, our defense, they missed a lot of tackles.
Yeah.
For sure.
And looks like the flag
Claremont
isn't going to bring them back. Might have. Looks. Oh, here we go. They're coming back a little now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So probably like the middle of that play.
Yeah, probably, you know, maybe a block in the back or. Oh, whoa. Okay. Back to the 40-yard line.
And these fans are not happy about
they're
that.
not happy.
They're
They're voicing their frustrations early in this one.
Yeah, for sure.
But it will be first down for Diamond Ranch. Although they're not in the red zone, they're just now at the 40-yard line.
And yeah, that was, I mean, although the yards got taken back, that was still a huge play in our first down especially.
Yeah. And, I mean, they've had 2 of those now where it's big plays that are just taken back by penalties. If you're the coaches, you can't be happy.
Yeah, especially with the pass. I mean, compared to that run game, that was not very great.
Oh, and there's the handoff, but he won't go anywhere. Looked like number 52, Ada Maldonado, took strong on that. But, you know, whole defensive line work. You know, I feel like the trenches especially, it's one of those positions that really isn't individually focused. It's a full team effort because, you know, you could put Aaron Donald out there, but if you get 4 men on him, he's not going to be doing much.
Exactly, and honestly, that's one thing we've seen, especially throughout every time Diamond Ranch ran, is that those trenches were always there.
And that was a gain of about 2. 2nd and 8 now.
Number 8 chatting to his line a little bit.
Yep.
Player looking for.
So there's the snap. Oh, and there's a free runner at him. Number 44 with the sack.
Randy Garcia. That was huge right there. I mean,
great play.
Great speed by him, too. And he got there, executed perfectly, wrapped around, and boom, drove down.
Well, he plays a lot of positions. He's a linebacker, a D-end, a lineman, but the senior, man, I saw him broke through one earlier, too, and he just couldn't get to him there. But that pushes him back, makes this 3rd and long. Great play by the defense there. That's really been showing out to start this game.
Yeah, the trenches been doing their job, really. And for real, amazing.
And here it is, 3rd and 15, 3rd and 16. Just in between. Diamond Ranch looking to keep this drive alive. Let's see if they can do it.
Claremont looking to make sure boxes play up.
And timeout there by Diamond Ranch. Now we're in our break. I would like to thank another one of our sponsors, the Foothill Gold Line. Thank you so much for sponsoring the Claremont High School Network, and thank you for all the help that they do around the community. I know the Gold Line should be going through, it's going through Claremont, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I've seen.
Yeah. As we're in a break, again, we'd like to thank some more of our sponsors with the Coliseum Sports Medicine and Orthopedics at Casa Colina, and then Pomona Valley Hospital Medical Center. Again, thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you to all our boosters. Now, so far, how do you think this drive's going to end? Do you think Claremont gets the stop here? They've had a little struggle on that 3rd and long that we saw earlier in the drive. Do you think they'll be able to get them off the field here?
Honestly, I think it's all depending on those trenches, man. I mean, you've seen the good pressure. They've been there the whole time. And, this secondary, I mean, has a few unfortunate, let-ups. But I think as long as secondary, they're playing like it's been the past few downs, I feel like we'll be fine here.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. 3rd and 15 for Diamond Ranch out of the timeout. Takes the snap, and there's the screen. Barely gets to number 1. Ooh. Jukes a man, puts him on the ground, but is forced out before the first down. Man, number 1, Isaiah Perez. We've seen some moves from him.
Yeah, I mean, that juke move really, shook him out of boots for sure. I mean, still ended up getting the first down, but that was a huge play, something you needed
And it's 4th and 5, and they're going for it here. They're at Claremont's 35. Big play for the Wolfpack here, trying to turn the ball over. There's the snap. There's the pressure. And did he get it in? Let's see. And it's
short. Wait.
Let's see. And it looks to be just short. Claremont gets the 4th down turnover. And now it's time for the offense to step back onto the field. 4th down turnovers. That's something we saw a lot from this Claremont defense come that end part of the game. I think it was during versus West Covina. I think they got like 4 of them.
For sure, yeah, that was definitely a huge problem last year, and especially there. Even though he caught the ball, the cornerback was able to force him out of bounds before he could get there. I mean, that's something you love to see.
It was a good play by the receiver there. I thought he actually got it from just up here, but looks like he was maybe a couple inches short. Yeah, 1 yard short there from that first down.
Yeah,
so
that's a great thing you want to see from DB. I mean, that 1 inch definitely matters, and he was able to stop him there. I mean, that's great defense.
Football's a game of inches.
Yeah, great.
Like they like to say. There's Jared with the snap. Steps back. Throws it across the middle to Carter Montgomery, who's still on the sidelines. Ooh, tried to juke out a man there, just couldn't, but it will be 1st down for the Wolfpack. Now, can't say I expected to see Carter Montgomery out here playing receiver.
I mean, he's doing great so far. I mean, he had that pass almost near the end zone. He just got dropped out of his hand. I mean, right there, he made up for it for sure with that good game.
I'm sure that if we have a class, he'll gloat to me about that.
I mean, it was.
I can't blame him though. I mean, he's shown. I did not expect this from him, to be completely frank.
Yeah, even last year during JV, he was quarterback.
I know.
And now he moved to receiver.
He played safety when I was on the 8th grade team with him too.
That's great.
There's the snap on 1st down. Looks like a screen to Jake Bickham as he's moving out to the outside, and looks like he'll get about a gain of 5 there. Yeah, 5 or 4 for this 1st down. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. And I don't think there's been a successful running play so far all day, and I don't really think Coach Karen's gone to that well yet.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he's gone for mostly passing, especially screens. That's a big thing we've seen, is that he's done a lot of screens, especially whether it's to Bickham, Carter,
Alvarado.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely incorporated that into his new scheme. I mean, it's working.
As we have 2:30 left to go in this 1st quarter, it's 2nd and 6 now. Looks like somebody's hurt on the sidelines. Oh no. See who that is. Not too sure from here.
Yeah. Hard to see. That always sucks, man. Injuries.
I know it's always tough, especially 1st game of the season. It's tough.
Yeah, definitely something we hate to see from both sides. Really, it's just not a great thing.
Yeah. And it looks like we have the training staff going over and assisting him.
Hopefully not a big injury. I mean, it's something we hate to see for the game in general. I mean, not very great.
We'll see, and it looks like that's Jake Bickham. So we wish him the best.
Yeah, that's never a good thing to see from Bickham.
No. Looks like he's walking with a little assistance, so
I mean, wish him luck.
We'll see. Wish him the best, obviously.
I'll hope he's good and make sure nothing crazy injuries.
Yeah, and I mean, Jake is he's a player, man. He plays for the team. I remember playing with him. I thought he was one of the best offensive weapons on our team at that point, and we just gotta hope he'll be back sooner than later.
Yeah, he displayed it during these past few drives, some catches, and definitely saw it become. Hopefully, he can make it back.
As it's 2nd and 6 now, with 2 minutes remaining. Claremont looking to keep this drive alive at the 50-yard line. Steps back, scrambling out. Pass for Ordonez is good, and Ordonez gets brought down after maybe, looks like a gain of 2 there. Gain of 2, and it'll make this a 3rd and 4, 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great throw. I mean, what we saw, Jared Pocock,
yes.
Maintaining that presence there. He was scrambling out of the pocket, making that throw to him. I mean, honestly, it was a great pass. I mean, especially to that, I believe that was number 4, Nate, at fullback.
Yeah, I think that's something that I thought Jared could improve on from last season was I feel like he couldn't really make a play outside of the design. But right there you saw you had the edge rusher come on, and then you had him scramble, make that. There's the pass to Alvarado in the backfield, and he's looking to get the first down, and he looks like he might be a yard short. Yeah. Almost got it. And offense hurrying back to the field.
No huddle.
Looks like they might be going for the QB scramble here.
Let's see it.
Or maybe trying to get him off sides, and there's the QB push, and yeah, he gets that.
He gets there. I mean,
looks like he'll get gain of about 3 or 4 there as it's first down for the Wolfpack. And that's something that I've done with Jared a couple times.
That's also something we see in the NFL, too.
Oh, yeah.
Eagles, for sure.
The Eagles are big. I mean, they're so good at it. People are trying to get it banned.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good play when you're in that 4th and 1, maybe 4th and 1.5. It's a really good play to get that, especially when you're in that hurry up. You know, some of the dudes up front are a little tired.
Yeah.
It's a great play to get that first down.
Especially for like 3 or 4 yards, which is something you don't really see a lot for the QB push.
As here we go. Little motion. Number 6, Wani in there. And there's the handoff to Alvarado, who moves down the middle and breaks a couple tacklers. He's still running.
He's there.
Oh, he ran into one of his players.
Switching sides.
And he's tackled from behind. And he gets a gain there of, looks like about 15,
that was
20.
Great,
man, great. That's an angry run.
Yeah, he was running like he was mad. And honestly, that's great for the running back. He had great ball carrier vision after juking and then ended up switching sides. Even though running to his own player, I mean, he kept that play alive. That's definitely like a main thing.
Looks like we have a timeout here, or that will be the end of the first quarter of action. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors so far through this first quarter, the Coliseum, Pomona Valley Hospital, and the Foothill Gold Line. As we move on to the second quarter, 0-0 game still, but Claremont's showing signs of life that they showed maybe at the very end of the season last year, but it's definitely a good sign to start this game.
Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure. I mean, definitely already an improvement in offense. I mean, although I have not scored yet, I mean, they've got those big plays, especially with Alvarado there. I mean, that's something you love to see from any player really on the field. And, I mean, honestly, if we keep that up, I mean, eventually one of these times it has to go in the end zone. I mean, it's great. I mean, too, like, especially with Claremont, they're switching sides now after going in the second quarter. Honestly, I mean, we're still almost in the red zone. I mean, that was a great play by Alvarado, a good 15 yards.
And, I mean, even if Claremont's on the board yet, you saw really, like, a sign of life in that offense.
Definitely.
That I will say was shown early in the season last year versus Diamond Ranch, because these two did play last year. It was the first game of the season, 14-7 game, and it was weird. These teams went exactly opposite of each other last year.
Yeah.
You had Diamond Ranch, who'd had back-to-back disappointing years, come out with an 8-3 season, while Claremont, who had back-to-back really good years, came out with a 1-9. So, definitely switch up there.
Yeah.
There's the snap. Jared steps back. He's throwing that deep. Number 6, Wani. And I thought he might have been grabbed on the pass, but refs didn't see it.
That looked a bit like pass interference, especially. I mean, he was definitely not happy after that.
I will say that pass step maybe was a little bit high, but good idea there on first down. Take a shot for the end zone. It's 2nd and 10. Now, I talked to Diamond Ranch's head coach, Chris Williams, and I asked him just how did he feel about being at a new school? You know, how does he feel he's translated from his old coaching job? And he just said that he's excited for the new season. He's excited for the challenge, and that they had some injuries during camp, but that those guys are back, and they're hoping for a good year. I mean, as Jared throws it to the end zone again, and Wani can't catch it again. And they tried to go to that well, didn't go well. But we'd like to thank our sponsor, Corky's Homestyle Kitchen and Bakery, Recipes for Life. Big Corky's fan. You ever been there before, Eduardo?
Yeah, a few times. I mean, Corky's, honestly, I mean, really good. I've only been there a few times with my parents.
I think I went there before, like, you remember? Do you know the Underclassmen Awards?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I went there with my family before that one time.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. I mean, that
you know, very like fast, casual kind of sense. It's really good. It's really good.
Really good.
As it's 3rd and 10 here for the Wolfpack. Jared steps back, and that's a throw to number 32, LeBay, and he fumbles!
Oh!
And it's recovered by Diamond Ranch, recovered by Diamond Ranch there at, looks like their own 10-yard line. LeBay just couldn't hang on to that one.
I mean, that's something you really hate to see from
And
offense.
there's our first turnover of the year for the Wolfpack. And ball safety is something that's very important.
Yeah.
You know, if you're LeBay, you just kind of come out of that and just know that you got to be able to hold on next time, you know, if there's any changes you make.
Yeah, definitely for sure. I mean, one good thing, even though obviously it's never great to fumble, I think one good thing is that they're close to that end zone right here. And if we get some good pressure, like I said earlier, hopefully safety, maybe a sack, maybe force them to make a bad read. You know, definitely it's all in this
And
defense
there's
here.
some motion there in the backfield as there's the handoff by number 19, breaks his first tackle before he's brought down after a gain of about 2 there. Again, looks like they're going to the well with Jalen Gallegos this game. The junior, he comes in at a nice 6 foot 180. I mean, good frame for a running back.
Yeah. I mean, he's been a ghost so far. I mean, he hasn't really got any big.
He hasn't really shown a lot, but, you know, you keep on going at the well. It will work at some point. You know, we saw that earlier with that Alvarado run. The first couple were a little.
Yeah, it was a little wobbly, shaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, at least you have a man down.
Looks like another Claremont player down.
I hate to see it.
Hate to see it.
It's never good.
We'll try and see who that is.
Yeah, it really sucks.
As we have 11:25 left to go in the second quarter of action. Still a 0-0 ball game. And looks like that's number
18.
Number 18. Looks like that might be Max Taylor, if we are correct.
That's great, though. That he was.
Looks like he's walking off mostly on his own accord, though. So
Yeah, that's always great to see that.
Yeah.
Not a big injury.
as
like
it's
that.
second and 8.
Yeah.
Diamond Ranch looking for some life on offense.
And Claremont hoping to lock them down again. Keep having this good defense they've been having all game.
There's the snap, and there's the handoff. Tries to move to the outside, tries to cut back to the inside, but just can't find anything.
That was a combination tackle by number 30, Logan Sneed, and number 50, Garrett Nunez.
And looks like they're just about back to where they started this drive off at the 9, as it's 3rd and 10 here. Now, they have been able to get out of some 3rd and longs, but we'll see if they're able to do it again.
Yeah, as you said, those trenches been showing up for sure.
They have for sure been showing up. It's been a big day from the defensive line, and I think the offensive line has done their job so far.
Especially, I mean, credit to the D-line, too. I mean, they've been getting perfect. I mean, they're constantly pressuring.
Stepping back. Looks like Claremont didn't send any. Looks like he's trying to find something, and he's
44?
scrambling, and he's still standing. He's still moving.
Oh, no!
And let's see, did he get first down?
That was a
Doesn't
great run.
look like it'll be 4th and 2.
Yeah, I mean, that was quite the run. I mean, broken tackle.
And yeah, here comes the special teams unit. And I mean, you showed there. That's something that Claremont is going to have to be on the lookout. He's definitely not a run-first QB, but he's somebody that can really make noise in the pocket and with scrambling when needed.
Yeah, that's for sure, especially with the broken tackles. I mean, that stuff you see from NFL caliber quarterbacks. I mean, great pocket presence, great awareness.
I'm not going to – it's a little Mahomey for me.
Mahomey.
You know, somebody that has the ability to run but has an arm that's just as good.
And able to break tackles. Going for the punt.
As here's the punting team come out. Almost came in there. As there's the recovery by number 11. That's Grillo, as he's tackled at Claremont's 48-yard line, or sorry, 43-yard line.
Oof, I mean, that was a fine return.
I mean, yeah. You know, you're
average return.
you know, you might not have got too much on that return, but you're in a good position, and that's
Yeah.
really all that matters.
And that's great.
And
defense.
Claremont will be seeing if they can score their first points of the ball game. They've been looking good through the first quarter and couple minutes. So do you think this is the drive they break through?
Honestly, it really depends. I mean, what we've seen for the last few drives, they've had like big play potential. They've had those big plays, 50, 20-yard plays, and they've been there. They've gotten close. Most of the time around the red zone area, it's just either been a fumble or some mistake that, I mean, obviously messes them up.
Yeah.
They're just one thing away. Like, you could tell, like, they're getting there drive after drive after drive. I mean, it's only a matter of time before they score. And honestly, this is looking like it might be the
Here
drive.
we go. In an empty, could expect maybe a screen here. No, looks like he's just going. Jared
Ooh.
to the comeback. Oh, flag
Flag
on
on
the
field.
field. We'll see what's called. That was caught by number 6, Wani Limbe, the junior. He wasn't on this team last year,
Yeah.
but he's somebody that has really good potential show up. And looks like
I mean, from what we've seen, too, I mean, the past few plays that he's been targeted on, I mean, those two.
we'll see what the refs call here.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe a legal tackle there by Diamond Ranch.
I mean, obviously, that's not what we're looking for, especially on
And
defense.
we'll see how much they move up for that.
5 yards. Right?
Okay, going past the 50, going past the 45,
Whoa.
up to looks like the 41, 42-yard line in Diamond Ranch territory. I thought that might maybe been a horse collar call. there.
Yeah,
I'm not
okay,
too
yeah,
sure.
that would make more sense. I mean, that's
Yeah.
automatic first down there.
So, you know, Diamond Ranch, they've committed a lot of penalties.
Yeah, that's the main thing I've seen, especially on their big plays. I mean, whether it's a little buck in the back, that horse collar there, I mean, that's really cost them, especially. I feel like they could have scored potentially.
I mean, let's see. This could be the drive they break through. And they have a lot of trust in Wani as well.
Yeah.
You know, you saw him targeted on those two
backs.
passes earlier.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to bring it down. But they have a lot of trust in this guy, and they think he could be a really, really effective receiver.
Yeah, it's definitely impressive for, I'm pretty sure, as a first-year player. I mean, he's there. I mean, he's open far out on the outside. So we maybe see a throw to him again.
As Jared looks around, and he's throwing that thing deep.
Oh,
Number 21
just
looks like he
short.
just didn't see anything there. That pass was a little short, as it's 2nd and 10 there after the incompletion.
I mean, what's good about that? I mean, it's great that they got that flag there. I mean, it's a first down automatic. They have the next 3 downs to repeat that again. And honestly, especially with the big plays you see, you never know when there's a big play to the end zone
Yeah.
or anything.
You truly do never know, as we have 2nd and 10 here with Claremont just past the halfway point, just past the 50-yard line at the 41 in Diamond Ranch territory as Jared steps back, throwing it.
Oh, it's
Oh,
locked up.
that pass was short there by, looked like it was going to Alvarado, as we'd like to thank our another sponsor, JJ's Construction, Design, Building, and Remodel. As again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors as we have 3rd and 10 here for the Wolfpack. You know, they had that good play, the first play of this drive, but you're at a point where it's 3rd and 10. What do you go with here?
I mean, honestly, to me, I'd probably say deep ball for sure.
Deep
Deep
ball.
ball. I mean, because honestly, I mean, what do you really have? I mean, that was great defense by that corner. I believe that was number 9, and he's a two-way player.
And
he's really great.
We've seen really good defense by this secondary of Diamond Ranch. They've been keeping them in the game, I
Yeah,
feel.
definitely impressive.
As here's the step back. Jared can't find anything.
Oh.
Looks like it was maybe trying to be a screen, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that screen
And
is pulled up.
looks like we'll have the punting team come on now for Claremont, as after good first pass and flag on Diamond Ranch, the drive stalls out.
I mean, and then, like, in situations like that, I mean, that O-line just got blown up on that screen. I mean, nothing was there. He had to throw it. I mean, it could have been really bad for him there. And honestly, that's not. We're still in a pretty good situation here with that part.
Now, as I said earlier, I talked to the head coach of Diamond Ranch, and one more thing I asked him was, how does he feel about opening day? You know, does he still get butterflies? And he said that he's never felt butterflies on opening day, as The returner's moving, and he's moving down the sideline. Could he be gone? But the tackle there by number 21, the punter, stops that from going all the way to the house.
I believe that was number 21.
Great return there
Carter,
by
the kicker.
Diamond Ranch.
He got, I'm pretty sure that was Carter. He got there and did that big hit stick.
Yeah, he got him there, but Diamond Ranch is set up in good field position to start this drive. They're at Claremont's 29-yard line with 9:26 left to go in the second quarter. As we have, looks like a sold-out game here on the Diamond Ranch side. Big crowd support for the season opener here, the home opener.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was
And
huge.
thank you to all the Claremont fans that made their way out to this game. As there's the fake screen pass as he tries to jump over a man, but just can't. That's number 24. That's Andrew Rosales, the senior there with the good tackle.
I mean, that's always good to see good tackling and stop them, because if that hurdle went through, I mean, that could have been dangerous. Maybe a run to the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, I'll never forget when versus Colony they hit the hurdle into the end zone. It's a hurdle's a devastating play, man. But
Yeah.
2nd and 8 now as we have clock ticking down, just under 9 minutes to go. Ooh. There's the snap and the handoff. Number 3 as he makes a move to get the first down as he's inside the 10-yard line now at the 9. Good run there by Jaden Brewer, the senior.
I mean, that's definitely making up for those pass runs earlier. I mean, he's in there.
And looks like they're kind of hurrying to the line here as it's 1st and goal.
Claremont defense
There's the
definitely
snap.
pressured
There's the
and
handoff back to number 3. He makes a move and looks like he will fall
Just
about
short?
2 yards short of the
Yeah.
end zone. Maybe it looks like 2 or 3 yards short.
I mean, honestly, now the Claremont defense, now in this red zone, panicking a little bit.
Yeah. First time they've been tested all the way down here. They're at the 2-yard line. This is where those trenches become really important. And you're seeing good runs by Jaden Brewer. You know, this is the time where you got to lock in and make sure that you're able to get the stop.
Yeah, definitely for
And
sure. Look for that QB
let's
push,
see.
maybe?
There's the handoff to Gallegos,
Oh,
and
that's him.
he'll go in for the touchdown. Touchdown for number 19, Jalen Gallegos, the junior, as Diamond Ranch gets on the board here first after the good punt return. Now, defense didn't start off in a great place, but you got to look for better play in the trenches. They let too many of those runs just jump out.
That's for sure. I mean, also that formation, I believe that was a full house formation. There was 2 people on the side and that running back in the backfield. That was a bit confusing, but
Yeah, good call there by the new head coach, Chris Williams.
yeah, that's for sure.
As here's the point after. It will be good as it's officially 7-0 now, as we have 7:50 left to go in this second quarter and first half of action.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, honestly, I mean, that's like, I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, we still have 8 minutes to play.
I mean, it's a 7-0 lead, and what Coach Karen was telling me was that, you know, no first half lead is a comfortable lead.
Yes. I mean,
So,
that's
and
definitely
7-0
true.
especially. I mean, you have a botched fumble and a missed field goal.
Yeah.
Both those go your way. We could be looking at 10-7 or 6-7 right now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, those are some wise words, especially from the coach, and that's honestly a great mentality to have, because a lot of teams, especially last year for our Claremont team, and we feel like after the first 2 scores, Claremont's defense kind of just lost morale, and ever since then it was a score after score after score, and I'm glad that he's embracing this new mentality, because hopefully it avoids what we had last season. But hopefully don't get discouraged and we can get a score on offense.
As we have the Claremont kick return coming out, looking to do what the Diamond Ranch punt return did earlier and set their offense in good position.
Yeah, that'd be huge for sure.
Important return here. Now, the dude that was on returns last year was Jack Grillo, and he was fantastic on returns.
Amazing.
He was one of those bright spots of that special team unit. His younger brother, Carson Grillo, is on the team this year. We saw him a little earlier in the game make a play,
I
so
believe he's also the kick returner, or is it the punt returner? Because I knew he returned a kick.
I think punt returner.
Okay. I mean, they both have that return aspect role. I mean,
As we have Diamond Ranch just about ready to kick this off. Here's the kick. Sends that deep as Claremont's returning it past the 25. That's number 2 as he takes the outside. How far can he go? But he's still going. Out to about the 50-yard line. Great play by the senior there. Ivan Garcia, fantastic run. You just saw the after catch burners. Great play there.
That's what you love to see, especially after that similar kick return at Diamond Ranch. I mean, he replicated that same thing. He got amazing amounts of yards, and that's definitely something that improves that defense there.
I mean, big deal for Claremont. They're starting off at the 50, but they did start off with good field position last time, and they didn't exactly capitalize. So this time, you got to hope for some more, got to hope for some points.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely to stay in the game because it's going to be huge for Diamond Ranch if they do not get any points here.
Looks like they're coming out and empty again.
For sure, a pass play.
Does a little motion. Looks like we'll see a fake screen as it's a deep, and it's intercepted there. That's number 8. That's Isaiah Sims. Excuse me, I may be incorrect there.
No.
Sorry, that was number 0. That was number 0, Anthony Zavala, the senior there with the great play to get the ball back in Diamond Ranch position. Well, not a great drive for Claremont there.
You really hate to see that, especially that was a little bit of an underthrow to Wani because Wani got a bit of separation there.
Wani did get a little separation. It was just a bit of an underthrow there, which results in Jared's first pick of the night, second turnover of the day for the Wolfpack. And, I think as a coach, I'd hope for two turnovers in a game.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we still have a full 2.5 quarters of action left, so it's going to be
definitely hopefully this defense can lose hope because, I mean, they were playing good earlier for sure. I mean,
but, yeah, you let up it on the last drive. It's,
a bit hard to replicate that.
It's important. As we have Claremont's defense coming back out onto the field after this timeout.
I mean, what is I think you like to see from this Claremont defense moving forward? Honestly, I mean, after Diamond Ranch's last score, I mean, do you think they're going to score again? Do you think this defense can stop? Because there's a big 7 minutes 33 seconds left.
No. Well, I just think you can't lose morale. That's how you give up that touchdown on the last play. You can't blame anybody. You can't be like, oh, it's the special team's fault or whatever. You got to understand what you did wrong. But I think it's going to motivate the team to get out there. 3 and out, get this offense back in another position to try and tie this game up. As we have both units coming out onto the field now. We'll see what's here. It's 1st and 10 as we have 7:33 left to go in this first half of action. Thank you for joining us on the Claremont High Network. As there's the handoff down the middle, and he'll fight through a couple men, getting a gain of about 4 there. And while we're in between plays, we'd like to thank our next sponsor, Material Culture Consulting. Thank you for sponsoring the Claremont High School Wolfpack, the Claremont High School Network, and all the students here at CHS. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors and all of our boosters for making all of this possible, for helping the team have good uniforms, keeping our equipment up to deer, both in the booth and on the field. And we couldn't do this without you. As
very appreciative.
Here we go. We have 2nd and 5. There's the snap. Immediate throw to number 3, and it's bobbled. Ooh. Carson Grillo came in there and gave him the slam, but number 3, Jaden Brewer, just couldn't wheel it in.
And what you saw from Brewer there, I mean, he was a bit of butterhead.
Yeah. As it's 3rd and 5 now, Claremont looking to get off the field. As
big hit by Carson Grillo there.
They're talking to the coaches, getting the play. There we go, making the call. Little change on the Claremont line. Ordonez letting him know as he steps back. Number 44 gets in the pocket again, and that play caught is complete.
It's a first down.
To the receiver. We'll see who that is. and is tackled by Claremont, but gets the first down. Look like that's number 6, Eduardo Meja. We saw a little bit of him earlier. He's showing some good bright spots for this team in the receiving room, which so far I think he's really shown he might be the best receiver on this team.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something I'd love to see, especially for Diamond Ranch. He's got some good catches, got some first downs. Can't really ask more for a receiver, in my opinion, personally.
As it looks like we have a little audible here from the QB as there's the snap. There's the handoff to number 19, Gallegos, with some speed on that. Looks like he might have just got... Looks like he might be inches short from the first down. No, looks like he did get the first down there. Good run there by Gallegos. You know, really showed some speed there. I hadn't seen that from him so far today.
Yeah, I mean, that was great. I mean, can't really ask for a lot more. That was great speed there. And hopefully for our defense, I mean, definitely a bit of an underwhelming performance, especially for these last 2 drives where they've really contained the trenches. I mean, after the few turnovers and the score by Diamond Ranch, I mean, it seemed like this defense has lost a little bit.
And there's the snap. Same play as before, and Gallegos, same result as before. First down and gets a couple more. Almost 20-yard run there from the senior or the junior.
Oh, that was nasty.
Great play as they're in the red zone now. And this defense looks a little lost now. They were doing so great in the game, but they're being thrashed on the run now. You know, you got to look for a little improvement in the trenches here. Although they are running a little bit more of a kind of out of like that necessarily straight down, straight behind the center, you know. They're running a little bit more out of the pocket.
Yeah, for sure, too. Especially with tackling, too, from what I've seen the past 2 drives, but definitely a bit of lacking there.
As there's a, looks like a fake handoff.
Oh,
And that'll be kept by the QB. And looks like he might have fumbled. Claremont's saying he did. We'll see what the refs say.
Claremont calling for their ball right now.
Looks like they're discussing. Not too sure. And it looks like they did.
Huge play. I mean, what a great turnover, right?
Yep. They did. It's a turnover.
Huge turnover there.
For the Wolfpack as they get number 8, Isaiah Salinas, to fumble up that ball. And the QB run's always it's always a risky play because and it just didn't work out there. You know, we saw earlier he has the ability to make the run, but just couldn't bring it in there.
Yeah.
As we have 4:26 left to go in this first half of action.
That definitely sparked something for this Claremont team here after that fumble. All these offense get something going.
Claremont's at their own 25-yard line to start this drive off. That's a little motion by LeBay. And there's flags. We'll see. Looks like a false start on the offense. They'll be moving back 5. 1st and 15. You know, that happens with motion.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, definitely not a great start. I mean, that's a loss of 5.
Although, I will say, Claremont has been playing a very clean game. They haven't really been showing much of the penalties, I think. Is that their first penalty all day? I believe so.
I mean, obviously, you can't be perfect.
Yeah.
But, I mean, honestly, I'd say good so far. I mean, Diamond Ranch definitely.
You lose, 5 yards. It sucks, but you can get that back.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Especially with the playmaking ability we've seen. I mean, who knows?
And there's Jared. Sets back and throws that to number 3, Alvarado, as he looks like he'll gain about, looks like 3 or 4 there on that first down play. Alvarado shown good poise here, as that looks like it'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And here you got to hope you can get it to a reasonable 3rd down. You know, you're hoping for maybe a gain of 5, 6.
You definitely don't want to lose. I mean, a pass here, especially if you're forced on 3rd down to make that pass. That's something you really hate to see. So something you don't want that pressure on you.
Because then you're in a 3rd and 11. You know, if it's incomplete, it's deep down the field.
Yeah.
You know, you're not in a great punting position.
Exactly.
A lot of choices here for the head coach, Jacob Karen.
An empty backfield, lots of motioning.
And looks like they're going in full empty. So we'll see if their faith is shown. Jared throws that to number 6. Looks like that's Tawani. And he'll get a gain of about 5 there and make it 3rd and 6.
I mean, that's the type of play you're looking for.
No, I mean, 3rd and 6, you can't be mad. You can't be mad at
Yeah.
3rd and 6. You do a little.
I think they're calling,
Or
they're definitely calling a few new players here. I mean,
looks like they're replacing. Or
a few linemen.
looks like that might have been 4th down. I thought I saw the punting team come on.
Yeah. I think they called a timeout.
Did we miss it down?
See, I'm so confused. It's a little bit shaky, or if they called a timeout, I'm not sure. Didn't look
Yeah.
like it.
No, yeah. I thought it was 3rd down, but we'll see. And again, we'd like to thank all the fans that came out to the game on this chilly Friday evening, and thank you to all the cheerleaders as well as making their way there. They're always great.
Especially from what I see here in the booth. I mean, there's a decent amount of Claremont fans that showed up.
Yeah, and you know, school hasn't even started yet for Claremont, and they're showing out as it's 3rd and 6. Jared steps back, looking for it, throwing it across the middle, and it's caught by Luke LeBay as he breaks a tackle, and he's still standing. It'll be brought down at about the 44-yard line as it's a 1st down for Claremont on that 3rd down conversion. You saw, okay, I want to give a good shout-out to the offensive line there. I mean, they kept up and they gave Jared the time to be able to make the throw.
And on that pass to Luke, I mean, Luke got open. I mean, that was just great. Especially, that's a huge play, especially from a 3rd down, because you obviously would rather, instead of getting barely convert that play, they got a decent amount of yards after.
Yeah, LeBay is not somebody you can bring down on the first tackle.
Yeah, sure, especially after that linebacker position. He's strong. You already know that.
There's the snap. And there's the pass, a little bit behind Alvarado there. Looks a little frustrated he wasn't able to make that play, as there'll be 2nd and 10 after the incompletion from Jared Pocock.
Yeah, that linebacker too, I believe that was number 5. I mean, he was close to getting that interception. That would have been terrible for the Pack. But.
And we only have 2:07 left to go in this first half of action. Claremont trailing Diamond Ranch 7-0.
About to hit that 2-minute warning. This is where you want to see them make a big play here.
And he throws it to the sideline. Looks like that was to number 6, Wani, as he'll gain about 5 there, as they'll be at the 50-yard line with 3rd and 5, or 3rd and 4. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good play. I mean, shorter than their last 3rd down from 3rd and 6. I mean, they can easily convert here.
We'll see what Coach Karen dials up.
1:35 left. This is that clutch time.
Stuck back. Looks like it'll be a screen, and he overthrows the screen. Just couldn't get it to Alvarado, and it'll be 4th and 4. And looks like they might be going for it here. As we'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, the Western Allied Mechanical Contractor Corporation. Thank you so much for sponsoring Claremont High School football. We appreciate it. And thank you to some of our other sponsors, the Coliseum Sports Medicine Orthopedics at Casa Colina and Pomona Valley Hospital Medical Center.
Thank you, our sponsors. We really appreciate you.
As we have a 4th and 4 here for the Wolfpack, as they're trying to keep this drive alive, as we're at 1:30 left to go in this first half. They're looking to score some points before the break. And they get him on the jump. Huge. Oh, man, I could have seen that. Yep, there we go. That was a classic. You call a Texas play call on 4th and 4, 4th and 3. See if they can jump. If not, call a timeout. Discuss if you want to go for it, if you want to punt. But doesn't matter. They get it there, and you got to be sick if you're the Diamond Ranch head coach.
I mean, that's what you love to see here. 1:30 left. I mean, it's clutch time here. I mean, they need to come out with a score, and that's what you love to see.
You do hope that you get on the board before the end of the half.
Yeah.
There's the snap, and there's the handoff.
Ooh,
That's the...
It's quick.
Oh! And yeah, there's the flag. Alvarado there. Looks like he got face masked.
Yeah, he didn't come down.
See it from up here in the booth.
Yeah, that was something. That was
yeah.
the tackle of all time.
We'll see if the call is confirmed.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Ref signaling.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. Face mask on Diamond Ranch. And that'll move Claremont all the way up to, looks like just the border of the end zone. Looks like maybe an inch or two. Keep that ball from being in the 25. So Claremont's in a good position with 1:16 left and the clock ticking down.
Ooh,
Can't let the clock beat him, though.
It's a great position here. I mean, let's see if Claremont can capitalize.
Yeah.
Maybe another shot in the end zone to Wani.
Hoping to keep this to be the last drive of the game. Or last drive of the half, excuse me. As Jared throws it down the middle to Wani. He breaks a tackle, and he's down at about the 3-yard or 4-yard line. As
huge play.
It's 52 seconds left. They're hurrying up to the line.
1st and 4 until that end zone.
Looking to get on the board with a touchdown here. We could expect a handoff to Alvarado as Jared keeps it. There's flags on the field. Might be a false start.
You can't really see anything. That was a big crowd.
We'll see what they call it. Saw flags thrown second the play started, so looks like Claremont. Looks like neither side knows exactly what the call is on. As we have 45 seconds left to go in this first half at Diamond Ranch. Again, we'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching your Claremont High School football.
Yep. Thanks to our sponsors, too. They're amazing people.
Thank you to all of our sponsors, as always. And it looks like the refs are discussing. So, and
the bit.
See what the call is. False start on the offense. Yeah, that'll move them back 5 yards. Or actually, looks like it might have been offsetting because they're not moving.
Yeah, they're staying there.
Oh, here we go. 1st and goal.
Love to see this big.
Only 4 yards to go till the end zone. Jared steps back, throws it to Alvarado, who hits him with a move and then gets slammed there. But he gets, looks like he might get a yard or two there as clock keeps on ticking down. We're at 30 seconds now. Looks like they're at the about the 3-yard line with 2nd and goal. And there's a timeout by Claremont. Didn't want to let the clock burn too much. We have 24 seconds left to go. So, man, this could be a good end to the first half here. We can see Claremont get their first points of the season.
Ooh, I mean, they've been playing good football, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially compared to last season.
Yeah. I think this is, from all the time that I've played college, which is this year and last year, I think this is probably the second best I've seen them play. I think really the only game that is comparable to this for me would be Chafee, which I thought was a very good game for the Wolfpack, but they're looking good this game, even though they're down on the scoreboard. This is a really good game. I mean, Claremont is heavy underdogs just in the rankings wise.
Yeah, especially after that unfortunate 9 finish last year.
I mean, Claremont's ranked about the 350 mark. Diamond Ranch is ranked about 380. Like, it's a big difference state-wise, and be interesting to see if Claremont can score here and
especially
keep their upset hopes.
Like 8-3. I mean,
they were 8-3. Yeah, I mean, they made CIF. They were co-league champions. Cool. So this team is no scrub.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
As we have some chants from the Panther faithful here in Diamond Ranch.
Cheering for their defense.
24 seconds left. 2nd and goal, 3 yards to go to the end zone as Jared goes in with the QB push. And looks like he stopped at the 1-yard line as clock's ticking down.
12 seconds, they gotta go.
They're hurrying up.
9-8,
they're trying to keep going. I just run it back. Big play here. Is he pushed in?
Is he in?
Let's wait for the call on the field.
Diamond Ranch calling that they got to stop there.
I don't think they've called it yet. Looks like Looks like it's a touchdown for Claremont on the run there by Pocock. Took the
Great.
refs some time to decide, but Claremont will bring this to 7-6 with 0 seconds on that clock
And
left in the first half.
That's amazing. I mean, that's what you want to see. You want to get that clock on the 0, no chance for Diamond
Yeah.
Ranch, and they got the score.
I mean, Jared, he's one of those dudes that he's going to grind and grind and grind for every single yard. And right there you saw that come up huge as with a extra point here by Carter, we could be seeing a tie game going into halftime.
And this crowd not happy after that Claremont
Oh,
score.
yeah. Lots of boos raining down.
They're not very happy.
As there's
Carter.
the snap, the hold, and it's blocked by the Panthers. Spoke too soon, as we'll end this half. 7-6 ball game. Panthers leading now. What are some highlights you'd say from the team in that first half?
Honestly, the trenches for sure for Claremont. I mean, that was huge. Especially, I mean, they stopped a lot of runs. They created a lot of pressure.
And helped with a lot of runs on the offensive side
Exactly.
as well.
I mean, yeah, they had, especially with Carter. I mean, Carter was playing multiple ways there at kicker and receiver, and did a great job.
But this will be the end of the first half on the Claremont High Network. Don't leave just yet. We will be back for second half coverage. And thank you for tuning in so far. We'll see you all in the second half. Hello and welcome back to the Claremont High School Network, where we are bringing you the second half of this thrilling opening week game. Claremont is trailing Diamond Ranch by 1 point. It's 7-6 after 2 quarters of action. Now, I'm here with my best buddy, Eduardo. Eduardo, how do you feel about how Claremont did in the first half?
I mean, Claremont, obviously wasn't perfect, but I feel like they've been performing great. I mean, this defense has been on lockdown aside from that one score, but then Claremont eventually was able to score back. I mean, honestly, it's been a pretty back and forth game, to be honest.
It has, and as we just have about 8 seconds left here in halftime, we'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, LA Custom Pools and Spas Incorporated. Thank you so much for sponsoring the Claremont High School Network, and thank you so much to the boosters for being able to help us do all of this.
We really appreciate you. Yeah.
Now we have just about 3 minutes here till the team comes back. And we're back. Sorry, we just had to talk with some of the coaches about some stuff. We've just had some issues with some like the setup and that stuff. But I do want to thank some people from Diamond Ranch, especially head coach Chris Williams, who agreed to do the interview with us. You know, obviously we appreciate that, and we appreciate his insightfulness. And you know, stuff happens. You know, there's miscommunications.
Yeah.
But
a little interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
We also apologize to the football team for stealing their coaching spot.
Yeah. Yeah. My fault.
Yeah. Apologies, but here we go. Just about to start this.
Well, less than 30 seconds.
30 seconds. We have teams doing
Right.
warm-ups. And the first drive of the game, first 2 drives of the game, you know, one on offense, one defense. What do you think Claremont could score to start this half off, take out a lead?
For especially what we heard from the coaches earlier, they were hyped up. I mean,
Yeah.
they really wanted to get back in there and just blow the brakes off of them.
I mean, you end that first half very well.
Yeah.
You know, you get that touchdown as time expires. Obviously, you missed the
Perfect.
extra point, but it's fine. You know, but you're only down 1, and you have 24 more minutes of football to go. I mean,
That's,
I
never know.
It's definitely not out of reach.
Yeah, definitely. I
'Cause-
mean, you never know what could happen in 2 quarters. I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah, for sure.
I mean, no lead is safe in high school football ever.
yeah.
No matter what anyone wants you to believe.
Yeah, especially after just showing minutes. I mean, it could be a deep bomb, anything. You never know.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that could happen.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
It's definitely going to be interesting second half football here. And again, we'd like to thank all of you guys for tuning into the Claremont High Network, and
Yep.
for this being your go-to spot for all of Claremont High School football's broadcast throughout the season.
Yeah, and we hope to see you for these next 2 games across the
We
season.
should, yeah.
Yeah.
We will. Next week will be versus the Troy. That will be at Troy. That's on the 30th. And for Diamond Ranch, their next game will be at Mayfair. So that will be a good game.
Bit far from here.
Yeah. As we have Claremont's kick return coming out to start this drive. They'll get possession to start the game.
I mean, that's great, especially after their score as time expires.
You need to keep that momentum flowing, which sometimes is difficult to do with a halftime break, but, you know, I'm sure the guys feel like they got this.
Yeah, I feel like definitely.
As we have the special teams coming out for Diamond Ranch. And been a lot of fan support for this first game of the season.
Yeah, especially from both sides, too. I mean, for a away game, lots of Claremont people.
Yeah.
And this home atmosphere is nice. I mean,
it's a good atmosphere. They got good fans up here in Diamond Ranch, really showing out.
Nice. It's a nice school, nice fan. I mean, this view is amazing.
Oh, yeah, it's a great
view.
You could probably have seen a little bit of it earlier in this broadcast with some more sun. Just beautiful view of the mountains.
Yeah, definitely. I love that always.
But as it's a little late now, we're just about to hit the 8:30 mark.
Maybe
Pacific
hour of football.
Standard Time as Claremont drops the return second time this game, and they pick it back up. As he tries to make a move, and he's brought down at about the 19-yard line.
Just past the line of scrimmage.
Looks like maybe the 18-yard line. And this is where your Claremont High School Wolfpack offense will take the field. And Jared Pocock, what have you seen from him so far today? Because this is really maybe the most we've seen of him passing that we ever have.
Yeah, especially because this is his first full game of the season with a new coach, new system. Yeah. And actually he showed some amazing flashes, especially with those deep balls. He's had a little bit of trouble with accuracy, but I mean, he's had mostly great accuracy, great throw power, a few drops from his receivers. I mean, honestly, these flashes could potentially spark something even greater between his offense later in this game or later in the season.
I mean, it's like we said before the show. You don't need Jared to be Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
You need him to play decent football.
Efficient football.
Oh, and there's the complete pass there for the first down. Man, I thought that was going to be picked off, but it's over 32 LeBay.
And that's what we mean by standard QB play. I mean, that was a good throw.
That's a throw that not everyone can make, especially in high school.
Yeah, and that's all we need.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you don't even need that. I really don't. This defense and I think this running game, which maybe I'd like to see a little bit more of in the second half, has shown strong enough ability to stay on their own.
I mean, honestly, for the run game, they made that up with their efficient amount of screens and especially that QB push we've seen that got us the touchdown earlier.
Oh, looked like I saw a little motion on the line. Thought maybe it could have been called for a false start, as there's another good pass there and reception by LeBay. And
Diamond Ranch
it looks
play
like
down.
Looks like there's a dude on the ground.
Yeah, like we said earlier, I hate to see that.
Saw another dude lined up.
Totally sucks.
As you have both training staffs coming out. We've seen a couple injuries so far.
I mean, that's great sportsmanship by Claremont, too.
Yeah.
I mean, we always hate to see that. I mean, there's been multiple injuries at Claremont now with Diamond Ranch. I mean, that injury bug's going around, especially for that first game of the season. Well, obviously, we wish all players speedy recovery and that they're eventually okay.
I mean, Williams said that injuries kind of struck them throughout that first, training camp for Diamond Ranch. But, they said that the team was healthy, and, hopefully this isn't anything super major.
Yeah. Looks like
he's getting stretched out on the field here.
Maybe just a calf strain,
Hopefully, yeah. Hope for something not permanent.
Yeah.
Okay, and looks like
Claremont offense.
Looks like he's walking off most on his own accord. That was number 56 down. That was Julian Inguez. As now we have 2nd and 4 here for the Wolfpack.
Pocock lined up at the helm.
Sorry, 2nd and 2 here.
Yeah, a little
they don't have much to go till that. As there's the
screen again.
And nowhere to go.
Oh, you hate to see that.
Great tackle there by the DB.
That is an amazing tackle. I mean, that's textbook.
Looks like that was number 5, Sebastian Morales, the senior, and he's a linebacker. He has those abilities to be able to get in there and make a strong tackle and loses Claremont a couple of yards, make it 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And earlier, I mean, I saw him. He almost got a pick 6. I mean, that type of speed and athleticism is what he was just short for that pick 6, but with that great tackle, you got a huge stop.
And, I mean, we've seen very strong moments from this Diamond Ranch secondary all game. As Jared has a man on him and just has to throw it away. He's able to get the ball out before getting tackled. And that'll be the end for the offensive drive for Claremont as they bring the punting team out now.
I mean, yeah, there's just nothing you can do about that blitz.
Another drive where, you know, you saw good flashes by the offense, but they just couldn't string anything together.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's barely been like 2 minutes in the third quarter. And honestly, I mean, Jared he wasn't playing terrible. It was just unfortunate blocking and that loss of yards when they were super close to that first down. Now they bring out the punt team.
Here we go. The special teams unit led by Carter Montgomery.
4.5-star punter looking to get that 5-star mark across this season.
Oh, flags on the field. Looks like on Claremont. Not exactly
sure.
I mean, I didn't think I saw a movement, but
I mean, I don't even think they were ready yet.
Looks like they're moving to back 5. Maybe a false start there.
That was interesting.
Yeah. Not exactly sure.
Yep. Saying earlier, 4.5-star punter Carter, hopefully able to reach that 5-star mark.
Yeah.
This season.
I mean, he's a really good kicker.
He's
not
really
much
good.
You can say, although he hasn't made any of his attempts tonight, so you got to hope that changes as he punts that thing out. Looks like it'll fall out of bounds.
That's a decent punt.
And
down to like the 35.
Yeah. We'll see where they spot the ball. Looks like 50-yard line with the out of bounds. So Diamond Ranch starting in good field position here as they look to extend their lead.
Yeah.
Only 1 point lead for Diamond Ranch right now. They only lead 7-6 with 10:03 left to go in this third quarter. They're hoping to make this maybe a 14, 15 points for them.
And there's potential. I mean, it's all on this defense for Claremont, really.
I mean, but this defense has shown good poise, good strength on all ends of it all day. So
some of a few plays, great run defense we've seen too.
And there's the pass by number 8, and it looks like
interception.
And it looks like it was intercepted
by Claremont.
Wow, great play there. Couldn't ID who that was, but just
what an amazing play.
Fantastic.
And that's perfect. I mean, after that decent punt, I mean, great, dude. I mean, that's so great.
Yeah. Just great play by the defense there. There's second turnover all game now.
And that's what we need by the defense. I mean, that defense, a great pick. I mean, you missed an interception earlier, and it definitely made up for that now.
And we didn't see a whole lot of turnovers forced by this defense last season. As Jared slings it across and it's intercepted again.
Back to Diamond Ranch.
Oh, wow. And we're back right where we started. That's intercepted by number 5, Sebastian Morales. Made the play earlier.
Some would say ball don't lie there. I mean, Sebastian Morales.
A little slow to get up there. And
he's amazing.
We'll have Diamond Ranch coming. Oh, flag on the field. Looks like it was a taunting penalty through the football there. And
it was a bit excessive.
a little bit excessive. You know, I understand, you know, the crowd positioning, but you know, you don't got to throw up the football.
Crowd not too happy.
Yeah. But we'll see where field position is for Diamond Ranch. They're moving it back a little, so other than the penalty, you can kind of just act like those last 2 plays never happened.
Yeah, definitely for sure. I mean,
offsetting turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a ball don't lie moment there. I mean,
but not necessarily a ball don't lie moment, but I guess like irony maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not great in English class. I'm not great with those.
I mean, pick, interception, straight after, back of the pick, getting their little revenge from the defense.
Yeah. But now we have Diamond Ranch at their own 37-yard line, moved back about 12 from
And that taunting penalty was not great for them.
No, definitely not. You go from really good field position. Oh,
And
another flag. Looks like it may be another false start. And, man, we have seen lots of
false
penalties
starts
from Diamond Ranch today.
And this crowd is mad. I mean, they're not.
Boos rain down
I don't know if you
from
can hear from here, but they are upset.
yeah
this crowd
from
was
the
electric. Now it's just booing.
from the
Yikes.
Diamond Ranch crowd. So they're back to the 32-yard line now, and that good field position from the interception, you can throw that away.
It's 1st and 15 now. Receiver motioning.
And there he
Pass
is.
to the screen.
Almost 30, almost got through there, and one's keeping it up. He's still up. Ooh, and looks like he gets about
5 yards.
5 yards there.
Second
Great
and 10.
play by Isaiah Perez. We've seen a lot of him making plays out of nothing all game,
Yeah.
and you saw right there, does the same as he always does.
Yeah, there's a potential that he got tackled. I mean, maybe lost some yards, then he broke a tackle again, gained some yards, and he got those 5 yards on that play. And that's pretty good, especially for being behind 1st and 15.
And now it's 2nd and 10 here for. Oh, and the snap
loose.
is not heard by the quarterback. Center didn't know what was going on, and that's a loss of about, looks like 12.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
Center misheard that.
That's the team.
Oh, I can feel that. I can feel that in my
heart.
Yeah. That's a nightmare.
Yeah, that is. So you
Centers wake up in cold sweat thinking about that. That is
And you already are like down
devastating.
1st and 15, and then now.
Yeah, and now it's 3rd and 20.
Ugh.
So we'll see if they're able to pick up the first down or if they kind of just figuratively punt the drive away here.
Yeah, definitely. For this defense, I mean, doesn't have a lot to worry about besides that deep pass. I mean,
Yeah.
most likely they'll punt here.
I mean,
especially-
yeah, I don't know how likely it is they convert on a 3 and 20.
It's up to those safeties and corners in the backfield,
Yeah.
for example, number 33,
steps back.
Cy Badger.
And it looks like they call the screen. There's a couple men on him.
Ooh,
And he's
that's
brought down
nowhere.
by a combination of Claremont defenders led by Nathan Ordonez. Now, special teams unit will come on as it's about 4th and 17.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, that was a great play by Ordonez, too. He's been all over those screens all game. He missed a few tackles, but
Just
he's mostly been there.
Great play by the linebackers there. Couldn't
Exactly.
ID who was on the far side there, but both of them recognized the screen and got over to the running back, Jaden Brewer.
Yeah,
Now, we
you
want
can
to thank
tell.
our sponsor, Pomona Valley Hospital Medical Center again. Again, thank you so much for the sponsorship.
Yeah, we
Thank you so
appreciate
much
you
for being
so
able to
much.
help fund the Claremont High School program. You know, we always appreciate it. Now,
Yeah.
we have officially 4th and 20, so
Yeah.
official saying they
No
didn't pick anything
gain.
up on that screen there.
I mean, Diamond Ranch really rattled. I mean, honestly, especially after that botched snap. That's
I mean,
you
he
hate
just
to see.
had, and the snap is low
Botched again!
and he's scrambling.
Oh, he
A
tripped.
Claremont defender trips.
Ref trips.
And Claremont brings him down at the 20-yard line. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
That's amazing, dude.
Man, that's a brutal sequence of events for Diamond Ranch. But
No.
you want to go over that? Okay, so
Yeah.
you had an interception. Then they got a pick. Then on that they
Yeah,
had
the
a taunting.
taunting.
Then you had a false start. Then you
And-
had a gain of 5.
and
Then you
then
had a
botched
botch
the
snap, lose 10 on that, and
No
have
gain.
another botch snap
In the punt.
and now it's Claremont ball in the red zone.
I mean, that's like
Claremont hasn't played a snap in 5.
that's so great for Claremont, dude. Especially,
I mean,
it's amazing.
I'm sure the offense is feeling
They're-
very relieved right now.
And honestly, the Diamond Ranch is really rattled.
Oh.
Especially their defense, especially now. I mean, they're
Yeah.
stuck on the red zone.
you got to be like, we got to pick.
They-
And now
yeah.
it's their ball
Yeah, they're
in the red zone.
Yeah, they botched the punt. I mean, like they're probably like, "What are we doing here?" Like they're probably. Yeah.
I feel bad for that snapper. He's gonna be
Good
dealing
for
with it in
Claremont, though.
practice.
Jared Pocock.
Jared
What a
slings it.
throw!
Oh, just
Ooh.
over the receiver's head. Looks like that was maybe number 13. Oh, it looks like that was to Bix
Bix
Lazar,
Lazar, the quarterback.
the former quarterback. I've seen him a bit on the receiver end. You know,
Yeah, transition back
he
and forth.
he played QB basically all of his life. Then once JV started, he said, "I want to switch to receiver."
Yeah.
Last year, he was in a constant 1 or 2 spot with Jared, but this year he's back at receiver, and I'm sure he feels insufferable there.
Yeah, I mean, that was great.
Jared slings it over the middle. That's
To
caught by
LeBay.
LeBay. We've seen a lot of that today.
I mean, honestly, I love what Claremont and head coach
Jacob
Karen is
Karen,
doing.
yeah.
I mean, they're utilizing all of their athletes perfectly, and that's something to me as a coach I'd want to do, especially in high school football, because there's so much potential,
And
so much
it's
athletes.
first and goal. And talk about an athlete, though. LeBay
Yes.
is an athlete. I mean,
He's
Coach
insane.
pointed him out when I talked to him. LeBay, he is, like we said earlier, he's not someone you bring down in one tackle.
Yeah.
He's someone that can fight through. He's a hard runner. And we didn't see a lot of him in the pass game last year, but this year
Exactly.
he's really showing that
And
he
I'm
can
loving
do that.
how he's utilizing his athletes.
Like,
in-
LeBay is out there in, like, not the slot necessarily, as he
Setting it
slings
up
that to the end zone,
to Yanni!
Yanni, and it's just out of the end zone. Bit of an overthrow there by Jared. Wani wasn't exactly open, but was
There
maybe
was
in a little.
potential.
There was a little pocket there, but you
Yeah.
know that's not an easy throw.
Yeah,
Gosh,
definitely,
corner
sure.
corner routes are not easy. I can't make that throw on NCAA football. You know that's not a
Yeah,
throw
my
that I
quarterback's always
expect to
overthrowing
make it.
it. Or the crowd pulse is too high.
Yeah.
I mean, and honestly, like, I'm loving how Coach Karen is utilizing his athletes here. I mean, he's not
Yeah.
stuck for a player like, for example, Luke LeBay in just one position at linebacker. He's utilizing him the passing
No,
game.
I mean, in
As a
high school
blocker.
football, a lot of people play multiple positions.
And,
And especially when you have athletes like Claremont does, you can truly use that to a good level.
your advantage.
As Jared with the snap
Oh,
looking for
cock.
the end zone. He'll send it to the
Confident.
corner. And it
Oh, it's draw.
couldn't tell. Looked like that might have been through the hands of the receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10 here. Or 3rd and goal,
Goal.
excuse me. Couldn't exactly see if that was an overthrow or if that was just.
Number.
And it looks like that was the kicker, Carter Montgomery,
Montgomery.
there at the receiving end.
I mean, there's a few times where he's been open. He just, I mean,
Yeah.
that
Just-
time you got to
They just haven't connected.
Yeah.
And be interesting to see what they go with here. I mean, they've been going for the corners all
Yeah.
game in the end zone. You know, you had those fades with Wani earlier in the
Yeah.
day. So it's going to be interesting if they keep with that or if maybe they do something over the middle
Yeah.
where Jared's shown more accuracy.
Yeah. I'm also glad to see that Jared's confident right now, too, especially late in the game.
As Jared surveying, looks for the end zone. It's going to throw it. And it's
Oh!
caught!
On his
Touchdown!
his
Claremont! My goodness!
That's Carter Montgomery.
Oh, the kicker scores the first passing touchdown of the season.
On his head, bro.
Get back out there, buddy. You ain't done yet. Man, fantastic play there. You know, their connection hasn't been amazing, and I'm just
Wait.
going to point that out, but,
They might be going for 2.
I mean, makes sense. Try and get that 7-point lead. So they'll be going for 2 here. Man, just fantastic play
Oh, we
by
love that.
the
Dude, that was on
QB
his
Jared
head.
there. I mean, one of the more impressive throws we've seen from him today there.
Yeah.
You know, that
That
play
was a
wasn't originally.
throw.
Carter was even a little bit out of the end zone there because he thought the
Yeah.
play was over. It's like in Madden where, you know,
Yeah.
the play is over and you're scrambling. But here we
Right.
go. The 2-point conversion. We'll see if they can get it.
Quarterback,
Jared's
the
looking,
kicker.
Jared's
Can they
looking.
replicate that?
And it's
It's
incomplete.
complete. Oh.
So Claremont will take the lead, but it's a 12-7 lead now after the
frustrating.
failed 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
You know, if you make that 1 point, if you make that 2 points, if you make that field goal, I
Yeah.
mean, you make that field goal and you make that 1-point conversion. We're looking at a 16-7 game here.
Yeah.
But it's something where, you know, you got to adjust. And I know they're going to adjust. It's just those little mistakes that you can see start to add up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and in the end, I mean, they still scored. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, it took a little morale there. I mean, they didn't do they needed to go for it for that 14-7 lead. I
No.
mean, they're not too upset, especially after that amazing catch by Carter. I mean,
Just fantastic play there,
yeah,
though.
if I'm getting
By
head
the-
tapped like that by
The
Carter,
junior combination there,
Yeah.
I think, really, and that we could see a lot more of that as the season goes on.
yeah, quarterback
And
to kicker.
something that, I mean, Jared's been doing fantastic is he's airing it out to multiple people. I mean,
Yeah.
we've seen Wani get it. We've seen Bickham get it. We've seen Carter get it. We saw Bix get it. I
Yeah.
mean, he's going to everybody.
Yeah, and
LeBay's been
Yeah,
fantastic.
fantastic in those short passes. I mean,
Yeah.
great.
And here's Carter with the punt. He'll send it deep.
Carter just
Diamond
after
Ranch will
mossing
cover.
someone, got
He'll
that
pick it off
kick.
at the 10-yard line. And he's going straight through the middle. Number one, who's just has those afterburners. And he'll get tackled at about the 34-yard
Perez.
line. And this is where the Diamond Ranch offense will be coming back on. They have their first They're trailing for their first time all game with 6:03 left to go in this third quarter. They're looking to take the lead again with a touchdown. You know, a field goal works, but you want a touchdown here.
Yeah, especially after those missed field goal and that missed 2-point conversion, you really want a touchdown because you'll definitely be able to have that lead over them. And I mean, but it's kind of going to be hard. I mean, especially after that disastrous drive.
I think it will be interesting to see if their confidence is rattled after all those mistakes last drive.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
He's talking. There's a little motion. See a little movement by the Claremont defenders as well.
Quarterback snaps the ball.
Looks like it was originally a screen.
Maneuvering around the defense.
He's trying to find something. He can't, and it looks like he'll get about 1 yard there.
Maybe no gain.
Maybe looks like he might be out just right where they started. That was a receiver screen. And Claremont read that
perfectly.
Number 44, Brandon Garcia on that side. Then you have number 25 as well with Jordan Fife, the strong safety. Ooh. I mean, both of them, that whole line, they're a smart team. Yeah. And I think that's going to be huge for them as they go.
Definitely.
Because a smart defense is one of the most unstoppable things in all of football.
Yeah. I mean, they're displaying their IQ here. I mean, they've read so many of these plays. They definitely were watching their film for sure.
There's the snap, and there's the handoff. And number 54 just can't make the tackle, and he has the speed to get the first down there.
Number 33, Josiah Badger, also known as Cookie, with that tackle there.
Yeah. And number 32, LeBay, brought him down there. But it is a first down for Diamond Ranch after the positive run there. And he kind of started off this game quiet, but he's really woken up, and he's been slashing this defense.
Yeah, I mean, that was good plays, though, by the safety and Luke. I mean, they stopped him right there. I mean, perfect.
Yeah. Able to stop that from going all the way to the crib.
Yeah, that would not be
As there's a handoff that's kind of botched, but...
And they took those yards back.
He's able to hold it up. And Gallegos looks like you could see the ball kind of go out of his hands there, but he was able to hold on, make sure that the fumble didn't happen, but it will be a loss of or it looks like they are keeping it at where line of scrimmage. Yes, we'd like to also thank our sponsor Foothill Gold Line for being able to help run the program. We really appreciate it. As we have 2nd and 10 here, we have 4:50 left to go in this third quarter, and clicking down. There's the snap, stepping back for the throw. And he throw it. And it's tipped by number 4, Nathan Ordonez. And you saw the recognition, almost had the interception there, but does force the incompletion to make it a 3rd and 10 now.
That's what a captain does. I mean, he saw it, read it perfectly. I mean, it's just short. I mean, the good thing is, though, although he didn't get the interception, he got the tip. And that just
got the tip, stopped the pass. That would have been a first down. And now we're in a 3rd and 10 situation where, Diamond Ranch has been okay.
Yeah.
But they haven't been fantastic.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see if they convert here.
Yeah.
And looks like a timeout here by Diamond Ranch. Going to talk it over before this big 3rd down. 4:39 left to go in this third quarter. I mean, what do you think the defense is going to call up here? What are you trying to do on this 3rd down?
If it's me, I mean, I definitely don't think they're going for a run, but I don't want to keep that out of the option. But I feel like they should focus definitely more on the pass side, because we've seen multiple times on even farther distances where they've been able to get through those linebackers and make perfect throws to the middle, and it's just torched us. I mean, that's one of the few consistencies we've had on defense, is that 3rd downs, especially in the pass game, not great.
And I agree. I mean, I think you got to fortify that linebacker area, make sure that they have their dudes locked down. I think you could afford to maybe give a little leeway on those outside deep routes, because I don't really think they've hit on many of those this game. So
I definitely say
I think you got to stop that middle pass, and then you also do got to be wary of, because he can scramble.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not out of the playbook.
Yeah,
definitely,
for sure, and just to watch that middle side.
As here we go, it's 3rd and 10 now. 4:39, one of the bigger 3rd downs of the game so far. Diamond Ranch looking to keep their drive alive.
In the pocket, looking for the snap. I mean, that center's not responding.
There's a little motion for number 1. There's the snap, and he's keeping it, and he's just brought down by the back.
That's great defense.
Let's see who that was. That looked like it was number 50, Garrett
Muniz.
That's great play there by him. I mean, you saw the recognition off the jump,
Yeah.
curved around. Like we said, you had to be careful. And, they're going for it on 4th and 9.
Well, that's a bit interesting.
Or we'll see, right
Yeah.
here, if I'm the coach, I'm telling my guys, do not jump.
Yeah.
Your life depends on it.
Yeah, and do not drop the ball. I mean, definitely not.
But, I mean, 4th and 9 here. Big play for the Claremont defense. Can they force another 4th down turnover? There's the snap. Russian 3. Send it deep down the middle, and he can't connect with number 2, Samuel Saldivar. It's a turnover on downs for Diamond Ranch, and the Claremont defense gets off the field as the Claremont Wolfpack offense is coming on now, led by the combination, the QB kicker combo,
Yeah,
Jared Pocock, Carter Montgomery.
I still can't get over that catch from me. He got mossed, bro. I mean, if that's me, I'm tired. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm done.
I mean, definitely hurts a little, but we'll see. Offense dialing something up right here. Be excited to see what they come out with this drive. I wouldn't be shocked if we see a little bit more on the run game. I mean, you have the lead, and you'd be willing to burn clock now to just try and get out of here with the win, but...
To me, though, I personally see that they should. If it was me, I'd try to score, especially because.
Oh no, they should try to score though.
Because they're only up by 5, and I mean,
It's gonna. Yeah. I mean, the game's not over yet.
Yeah.
Oh, flag on the field.
That's called on.
It looks like it might be a false start
On the offense.
Yep.
Back 5 yards.
Yep. So they'll be back to their own 38-yard line as they reline up to try and keep these chains moving and up their score. Right now it's 12-7 with 3:53 left to go. First and 15.
Handing that ball
and
off.
there's the fake handoff, throws it over the middle, and it's bobbled and just not brought in by number 21, Carter Montgomery. Just couldn't bring that one in. Good pass there by Jared, but just couldn't line up. There were a couple guys around him, and I mean, when you got a DB that you can just smell, like right behind you, it gets a lot harder to catch the ball.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was still a good play. I mean, just a little bad execution in the end.
And, I mean, if you're going to afford a play like that, first down's the time to do it.
First down. I mean, you still got 3 more downs. If it was any yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Great to see.
Didn't get sacks. No turnovers.
Yeah, no turnovers.
You take the wins where you can get them.
Yeah, and you just got to take it slow, especially from there. Don't force anything. Nothing like that. Pocock snapping the ball, rolling out to his left.
With the roll, throws it on the run, and it's caught! Wow, fantastic play there. And that's number 32, LeBay, and Jared with the burners.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, looks like a 3rd and 2. I mean,
great play there by Jared. 12-7 game here, clock ticking down, and man, that
3:15 mark.
You saw him. I mean, that's a designed rollout play there, but that's not easy.
Yeah,
not every high school quarterback's making that throw.
Yeah, that's like 3rd and 2 or so now. I mean, that's amazing, dude.
And I have been surprised by, I guess, how much they're using Jared more mobile than they were last year.
Luke on the motion.
Oh, and there's a flag.
False start again, maybe?
I wouldn't be shocked. Looks like Claremont's already moving back, so.
Yeah, they know.
Or actually, no, it's on Diamond Ranch. Looks like they jumped off sides. That'll be 5 yards, and it'll be a first down for Claremont as they're now just past Diamond Ranch's 45. They're at the 44-yard line into enemy territory as we have 12-7 game here with just under 3 minutes left to go in this third quarter of action. We have a good one here. Claremont High Network, close game. Defense wins championships, and it looks like it might be winning this game for the Wolfpack as well.
Especially after those turnovers and the botched snaps. I mean, Claremont's been all over the place in the second half. We'd love to see it.
And they've taken advantage of Diamond Ranch's mistakes, where I feel like Diamond Ranch hasn't really capitalized on Claremont's side. There's the handoff to Alvarado. He gets by a couple guys. He's still moving. That's a first down. And he'll get a couple more. Looks like he'll be out at about the 30, 31, 30, 32-yard line.
Around that area.
Big gain there, 12-yard game.
Yeah, We love to see that with Alvarado. I mean, he's had a lot of big runs so far.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't really gone to the well with him. But when they've gone to him, he's really shown that he can do it.
Yeah, he's really great. Honestly, love to see it here.
And looks like we have another Wolfpack player down in the backfield. Training staff's talking to him. We'll try and get a name for you as soon as we can.
Yeah.
You have a
player down.
Or, yeah, that is a Claremont player, yes.
The injury bug's gone around this game.
It has, yeah. We've seen a good amount of injuries on both sides of this game, and obviously you don't want to see that first week. And looks like we're talking to him. He's still on the ground.
Looks like they're stretching him out, so hopefully it's not as bad as it's been.
Obviously, we hope he's okay, and again, we'll get you a number as soon as we can.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
And looks like that's
he's wobbling back.
Not too sure. Could be
Carter.
Could be.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah. Looks like it could be number 30. Logan Sneed there. Okay. And again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Thank you for Corky's Homestyle Kitchen and Bakery, recipes for life. Again, make sure to stop by right off Foothill. You know.
Yeah.
Good spot.
I mean, score. 2 minutes 30 left.
Yeah.
12-7.
I mean, we have a great game here, as we have the offense coming back, a little bit of motion. And there's the fake jet sweep as Jared gets hit as he throws it. Oh, almost caught it. LeBay almost came down with that. Man, that would have been a play. You saw him get up there. You don't see that from fullbacks that much.
Yeah,
but
and the linebacker, he's got hops.
I told you, he's a total, six-tool athlete. He can do everything when you need him, where you need him, whenever you need him.
Got those hops.
Yeah, you saw good pressure there by Diamond Ranch, though. They got in there, and they really, you got Jared off his marker a little. That could have been complete if not for that. Oh, wait. And another flag. We'll see who it's on. Looks like it's false start on Claremont, number 3. It looks like could be on Alvarado. And they'll be back 5, make it 2nd and 15 here, as they're just behind the 30-yard line now. Now, they've been in a couple 1st and 15s, 2nd and 15s, and they've been able to convert them. So we'll see if he's able to do it again. Looks like coaches making some changes to the play call.
Motion
before the snap. Yep, there's the throw to Alvarado. We've seen that play a couple times. He breaks a couple tackles and gets about to the 26-yard line, and that'll make it a 3rd and long.
Yeah.
And with just about 2 minutes remaining in this 3rd quarter, Claremont leads 12-7 if you're just joining us here. Big play for the Wolfpack, looking to at least get in solid field goal range. Try and get this to just about a 8-point game. There's the snap. Jared slings it over the middle. It's caught.
That's perfect.
It's Carter Montgomery with the touchdown. Wow. Carter Montgomery with another touchdown as Claremont now leads 18-7. The kicker turned receiver.
And he's going back now to kick this field goal, maybe?
Man,
This is
That
great, dude. He's been a great weapon.
fantastic connection
Yeah.
from Jared to Carter there.
Carter Montgomery, who just scored that touchdown, going for this kick.
Oh, now let's see if he can get the extra point, and it's up, it's good. So we will have a 19-7 game here as Claremont leads by now 2 possessions officially. Man, just great drive there by the Wolfpack. You know, you're set up in good field position, and they capitalize like they have the past couple drives.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, honestly, this has been a great game so far, especially for Claremont.
It's
now
been
we're up.
It's been a great game for Claremont. I might be wrong. Is this the most points that Claremont scored in the past 2 years? Wait, no, they scored 20 versus Kaiser.
Yeah.
Excuse me. They scored 20 versus Kaiser last year. But this is one of their best games.
Yeah.
That we've seen from this program in the past 2 years, and I think it just truly shows how much Coach Karen's really changed this team, this culture.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and then Diamond Ranch too hasn't even been playing terribly. Just a lot of miscommunication there.
No, I really don't feel like Diamond Ranch has been playing terribly. I think it's what we're seeing from them is kind of what we saw from the Wolfpack in that first half. They had opportunities, and they've just kind of squashed them.
Yeah.
You know, they haven't capitalized on good field position. They haven't, been able to jump on a ball from Jared as we have the return here.
No, Claremont's doing great right now.
Looks like
that kick return.
they'll take over at about the 36, 37 yard line, or 38, excuse me. Yeah, 38, as it's 1st and 10 with 1:25 remaining. Claremont up 19-7 in their first game of the season.
D-line lining up now.
Here we go. Let's see what Diamond Ranch can cook up on their
Motion and
first
audible, maybe?
and 10. Talking to
Snap the ball.
There's the
Standing
snap.
up in the pocket.
He's looking, throws that deep.
Big
One has the
throw.
opportunity,
And
just
it
can't
was-
get it.
Oh, I mean, that was a crazy
Yeah,
throw.
just can't get it.
I mean, yeah, that was
A little overthrow there. I mean, Isaiah has the speed to be able to just get out there. I mean, if he makes that, that's probably to the grip.
Yeah, it was a teeny tiny bit of an overthrow.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still a good play. I mean, Isaiah did get separation from all those 3 of those.
It's a good concept. I wouldn't be shocked if they come back to that.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe not this drive, but next drive I could definitely see that. As there's the snap and there's the throw. And that will hit the ground before it gets to number 6. That was targeted for Eduardo, but Salinas just couldn't connect with him.
Number 30, Logan Sneed,
And
covering him.
Yeah, just defense keeping him good for 3rd and 10. Claremont trying to force a 3 and out here.
Yeah, we love it. 3 and 10.
We'll see if they can.
I mean, their defense this past half has been really good, especially compared to last season too. I mean, they're playing great.
I mean, and the defense was, especially after those first couple of games, I feel like the defense really picked it up for Claremont.
Yeah.
But they've just shown great ability all day.
Definitely.
As there's the snap on 3rd and 10, and there's the handoff, and he won't get anything. He'll maybe get about 3 or 4 yards, and that'll make it 4th down, and we have the special teams coming back on.
Special teams coming on.
As we have just under a minute left to go in this game. Diamond Ranch trailing Claremont High School by 12, 19-7, Claremont High, where this game has been an overall just a whole team showing out for Claremont High.
Yeah, definitely.
As we have the special teams coming on for Diamond Ranch again.
Trying to put, hopefully they don't muff it again. I mean, it could be a disaster.
I mean, if you're Diamond Ranch, like obviously no lead is safe, but this drive on the defensive side is kind of a make or break, I feel.
Oh, the fair catch called.
And looks like
fans not too happy that they're really close to the ball there. He had real intent with that. He was not very happy.
And Claremont will get the ball in their own 13-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, you're pressure towards the end zone a bit. I mean, not too great for Claremont, but, you know, it's still 1st and 10. I mean, they're up by 2 scores, I believe, right now. 15 seconds
they're up
left.
by 12.
19-7 means.
Yeah, you have 15 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just threw a deep bomb here. I mean,
this is do or die time for Diamond Ranch. You got to get a stop here, and then you got to score next drive to keep you guys in it, both in the game and mentally. I feel.
Definitely for sure. And I feel like, I mean, if Claremont could take the score here, I feel like they'll take it for sure.
I feel like if Claremont scores here, it might be
because they're obviously. I doubt they're going to sit there and try to score focusedly the whole time like they have been recently, especially with the 2-point lead, with the 2-score lead. But I mean, you never know. I wouldn't doubt it. Getting that score off.
As there's the snap, and there's just the handoff to Alvarado, and looks like he'll get tackled behind the sticks. Looks like he'll make it maybe a yard or 2 more.
Scores 19-7 to end the 3rd quarter here.
Yep. And there's the end of the 3rd quarter. Again, we'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors, the Coliseum Sports Medicine and Orthopedics at Casa Colina and the Pomona Valley Hospital, Medical Center.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to all our sponsors and all of our boosters. And as we enter this 4th quarter of action here on the Claremont High Network, Claremont leads pretty big, 12-point lead, 2 possessions, and we'll see if they're able to hold on.
Yeah, and honestly, compared to this is bizarre compared to last season. Me, as a Claremont student, I'm so glad that we're.
Yeah, it's a breath of fresh air.
Definitely, especially against a school that
this school's.
The school is competitive.
No scrubs. I mean, they had a great year last year. You know, they said that they feel like that energy is going to transfer over.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you're definitely not playing against like a Pee Wee football team here.
Yeah, definitely.
Diamond Ranch came to play, and Claremont's done a really good job at just capitalizing on their mistakes.
Yeah, for sure.
And now they lead 2 possessions with 12 minutes left to go.
And they have the ball, which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 4th quarter here. 12 minutes.
I mean, you got to keep the gas on the pedal.
I mean, honestly.
Or you got to keep, you got to keep going.
Gas on the pedal. Yeah.
Foot on the pedal. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Foot on the gas. Foot on the pedal.
Yeah.
Gas on the pedal.
Great job. Great job, Luke.
We figured it out.
And I mean, it's just, there's 12 minutes left. That run play didn't really work out. The way they've been doing screens and these outside runs, I feel like this is the time to do it, if anything. And they're backed up on their end zone. Not a lot of, they've had this inside run.
And here we go. It's 2nd and 11 here to start off this 4th quarter of action. Diamond Ranch looking to keep their hopes alive for their home opener, while Claremont looks to upset.
As
Pocock throws it to number 3, and he's blown up but keeps standing and cuts back in.
And that's Alvarado, the running back.
Wow.
He's been breaking tackles all night for this Wolfpack team, and it's been amazing.
Great play there by Alvarado. I thought that was about to get blown up, but he moved the chains, so it's 1st and 10 now for Wolfpack. And he stayed in, and he didn't go out of bounds, which means clock will keep on moving here.
For sure, no delays, but he's been going crazy. I can't even lie.
Alvarado's had a fantastic night.
Him and Carter, probably.
I think him, Carter, LeBay, and Jared have really been the standouts on the offensive side of the ball.
It's unusual, too.
I think the defense overall has just really been good. It's hard to name standouts. As Jared throws it, that went right through LeBay's hands.
And LeBay, you can't be perfect. He's done a lot for this team.
You're going to make mistakes, obviously, and that will keep it 2nd and 10 with LeBay just dropping that 19-7 with Claremont leading, looking to get their first win of the season.
Yep, definitely. And Claremont in their huddle right now.
Start the season off undefeated. Man, that sounds good.
That sounds good. First time in forever.
I think they started undefeated 22 or 22?
22, 23. Yeah. Both of those seasons, they made CIF. There's still CIF potential with this team.
Yeah, if you come out on the positive side once league's over, you have the opportunity to play in CIF now, depending on which level. That different. As Jared slings that across the middle, And that'll get to the receiver there as he gets about 7. Not too sure who that was.
And, team's getting a bit physical there.
Yeah,
Saw them pushing and shoving.
little shove there. Thought that may be number.
Hard to tell who that was there.
Looks like I thought it might have been Bix.
Yeah.
I thought I saw a
Yeah.
1 on the first, but a lot of dudes there. I mean, could have been
anyone.
Carson. Yeah.
Jared
But
throwing
good
over
play
seams.
there as we have a 3rd and 2 here as Claremont looks to keep this drive, and they're going for the push. And I don't think Jared has it. I think he's a yard short.
Yeah.
Was not expecting the push there. And it'll be 4th and 1 with the clock ticking.
I wonder if they go for it. I mean, honestly, you got to know, too. I mean, they're up 2 scores. I mean, you never know when, like Jared for example, gets subbed out. I mean, putting in Bix or a different quarterback.
I mean, I think they can get the first down, but
Yeah.
it's a risky play call. And I mean, it's not something we saw much of last season.
It's also risky, too, especially because of the injury bug. I mean, you never know. Their quarterback can get
And I mean, you get, if you don't make it, it's Diamond Ranch is in a great position.
Yeah.
Here it is. Big play for the Diamond Ranch defense. A stop here would set them up great to try and mount a comeback, but there is a timeout as they'll talk it over. Big thanks to JJ's Construction, another one of our sponsors, design, build, and remodel. And again, thank you so much to all of our sponsors for helping keep this program alive and keep it going strong. And this team has been very strong so far as we only have just under 10 minutes left to go. It's going to be a tight finish.
Yeah, definitely for sure, especially if they can get the stop here.
Oh, and here comes the special teams unit. Yep. They'll be going for the punt. Maybe you try and get them off sides on that last one, but it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So here you go. As there's the snap, maybe a little low there, but Carter's able to kick it deep, kicks it out to about the 35-yard line as the returner makes a move, and he's still standing as he goes to the outside, gets past the 50-yard line before he's brought down by a combination of Wolfpack players there. That looked like it was led by Garrett Munoz. And they're set up in pretty good field position now. They're at the 40, looks like the 42-yard line. I mean, maybe he should have just gone for it on fourth down. Would have ended up about here, but I think that was the right call.
And I mean, there's 9 minutes, 42 seconds left. There's still, even if Diamond Ranch scores, there's still a chance Claremont comes back and scores again.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't do or die for Diamond Ranch, and it's not do or die for Claremont.
Yeah,
but
still lots of
a score here would mean so much for Diamond Ranch. You don't have to stress that final maybe like 2-minute drive to score the game winner. And for Claremont, now you're in not so great position where you kind of got to force your offense to go out there and start making big plays again, which you kind of hope you can just burn out the rest of this clock and go home to Claremont feeling good.
Exactly. I mean, especially after this lackluster season.
Yeah.
They definitely
as there's the handoff to number 1 on the outside. They go with the jet in motion, and he's still standing as he'll get the first down there. He's been electric on those runs all day. He's just taken everything for a gain.
Yeah, I believe that was number 30, Logan Sneed with the tackle. I mean, he was all the way as a safety.
He's just had great speed. Isaiah Perez, I mean, just he has the burners.
Yeah,
and I know I've said that, but I'll keep on saying it.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's been going crazy. I mean, you can't, like, knock off, like, what he's been doing. I mean, he's been playing great. Even though they're down 19-7, I mean, his speed
He has had a very good game. As a quarterback looking for something, he's scrambling. Was trying to connect with him again. Perez on the sideline, but Salinas just couldn't make the play.
Yeah.
Now, here it is. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Diamond Ranch at their enemy 29-yard line, just peeking on the red zone and hoping to bring this back to a one-possession game. I mean, you don't really want a field goal here because it's still 2 possessions.
Yeah.
But what would you think? Would you go for it?
I mean, if it depends, because I mean, any score is a good score at this point. Wait,
Is
Sling
this
it.
the deep
Deep
throw?
shot?
Oh, it looks like he might have had a hand on it, but just couldn't reel it in. That was to number 14, Philip Marcus.
Yeah, crowd not too happy after that.
Yeah, as it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They had a real shot there. He had some space, but the QB just overthrew him a little and wasn't able to convert. Now, this Claremont defense is looking to get off the field and get their offense back on the field to try and chew some more clock.
Because honestly, any points is good points in Diamond Ranch offense. But like I was saying earlier, I mean, if it was me, I'd take the field goal for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, right now it's 3rd and 10. I mean, there's no.
It's a hard choice.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd go for the touchdown because it's still going to be a 2-possession game if you kick that field goal. And there's some pressure on the side as it's almost intercepted. That was a close play there. That was by number 2, the senior, Ivan Garcia. Man, he almost put one of the final, maybe the second to final nail in the coffin for Diamond Ranch. It's 4th and 10 now. And
a great piece of athleticism by Ivan.
Yeah, expecting the offense to stay out there and try and keep this drive going as we have 8:51 left to go in this 4th quarter of action. Claremont leads Diamond Ranch 19-7 as we have the play. He's looking, he scrambles, throws it, and he catches that. Fantastic throw and catch by Diamond Ranch. That was number 6, Eduardo Mea, and the senior shows there, good connection. Had good pocket presence, stepped up, delivered the dot over the head of the Claremont defender, and it's a 1st down for Diamond Ranch. Chance to get him off the field, but just couldn't happen.
Yeah, for sure. A big blow to Claremont right now.
As there's the snap and the screen to number 1. Dangerous whenever this happens, but he's not able to get much there.
Great job by Claremont.
Looks like he'll get maybe a yard, and it'll make it 2nd and 9.
It just sucks for Claremont. They had that 4th and 10. They were there. One more play. He was covered too. That throw.
Looks like there's another player down.
Oh no.
Let's see. They're talking to him. We'll see who it is. We'll try and give you an update. Didn't see exactly what happened there. Looks like he's responsive. That's number 25. That's Jordan Fife, the safety, and looks like he's doing okay. We hope he does well. He's walking off with the training staff.
That's
walking
always great news
under his own.
Yeah, obviously this injury bug's been going around like crazy.
As it's 2nd and 9 for Diamond Ranch. Looking to keep this game alive. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left. Claremont leading 19-7 for those just joining us.
Yeah, this defense is what's going to matter here, really.
Bend, don't break. There's the snap. He's looking to the end zone. There's nobody there.
Oh!
Just threw it too deep.
If I'm the DB, I was kind of confused there by Claremont. I would just try to get the interception.
I'm not sure. I think it might have been miscommunication.
Yeah.
I thought maybe number 1, I think maybe the quarterback thought it was more of a fade when in reality it was more of like a
comeback.
Yeah, just an out maybe.
Yeah.
That's just the vibe I was getting from there, but that'll leave us with 8 minutes exactly left to go in this football game, and it's 3rd and 9 now.
19-7.
You don't need to get 1st down here if you're Diamond Ranch. You're going for it on the next down, especially how close you are.
For sure.
But 1st down would be nice.
1st down would be great, especially for this team after that interesting pass.
And he's looking
Stepping
for
up
a
the
throw.
pocket.
Can't find it. There's a flag. And he's brought down by number 44. That was Brandon Garcia, but there was a flag on the play. We'll see what they call it. And that will be on Diamond Ranch.
That's
another flag. And, a play that goes from maybe a 3rd and 8 goes.
One of many flags for this team so far. It's just not great.
And that penalty is declined. It'll be. We'll see where the ball is placed. And it'll stay 4th and 9 here. Claremont declined the penalty.
Yeah,
big play here. Big play here. You have Clock is ticking down. We're just under 8 minutes now.
Great job declining, too. I mean, now it's a 4th down. I mean, they have to get a touchdown here.
So there's the snap. He's looking. You see one. And does he catch it? We're waiting for the call.
They got short, though, either way.
It looks like he might have just been short.
Yeah, I mean.
And it looks like that will be an incompletion. And Claremont will get the ball on turnovers.
Great job by this defense, dude. They were stuck.
This is officially where every drive is make or break for Diamond Ranch. You have to get a stop fast here. You have to get a touchdown fast the next drive. You have to get another stop or an onside kick.
Either way, yeah.
And then you got to score another touchdown. I mean, this is when, legends are made.
Yeah, especially for Claremont here. I mean,
but if you're Claremont, you're just trying to keep ahead.
Yeah. Diamond Ranch, too. I mean, Diamond Ranch down 19-7. Who knows what can happen, man, especially with this defense.
We'll see how this game ends. Stay tuned. We're going to have a great ending here on the Claremont High School Network.
Handing that ball off.
And looks like won't get much there. Or excuse what we called earlier. Looks like that last pass by Diamond Ranch was caught but called short. So Claremont's right up against their end zone. 2nd and 11 now for the Wolfpack. As, we could definitely see a screen or maybe just another handoff here. A little risky to do a screen. You are very close to a possible safety.
Honestly, I think it's risky for really anything because, this run game has been...
Yeah. The run game has been good. I think you can stick with it here.
I don't think it's been... Yeah, I think it's been okay. But I feel like the running back, especially Alvarado, he's done way better in receiving. He's breaking tackles.
Yeah, I think Alvarado's can do a lot.
Yeah. Rolling out of pocket. Pocock perfectly
missed there.
Perfect on the execution. Bad throw, however.
And that will stop the clock and make it 3rd and 11. Definitely not what you want to happen.
Yeah.
Stop the clock, and you're on a, you're at the point where, do you take the pass?
Yeah. To be fair, he had room. He could have scrambled out.
He could have, but I don't know. Jared isn't necessarily the scrambler.
But to me, yeah, he's definitely not the scrambler. But I feel like that would be better for the clock running at least.
Yeah.
Because either way, as long as they don't get stopped, they're punting this probably, unless they get the conversion here.
And you have some defense chance from the home crowd as they're hoping Diamond Ranch can get a stop here.
First without blitz, he's there.
And he's with the blitz, and that pass is knocked down. Make it 4th and 11 here as the punting team comes back with not much space to work with. It's going to be a stressful special teams and exactly what you wanted if you're Diamond Ranch there. Don't force them to get anything. They pass it all, so you stop the clock, and now you're in a good position to get the ball back, score, and you still have a good amount of time left.
For sure. Carter back at the end zone there.
Very close to the outside of the end zone.
See how far he can boot this thing.
There's the snap.
Good snap.
Can't be blocked, and it is not blocked.
Not a great punt.
And that'll be out at the 30. 30, we'll see where they put it. Winds have been picking up some of the balls today. And Diamond Ranch needs to score here to keep their hopes alive for this game. Here it is, 30-yard line. They're in good position to do so, but this Claremont defense has stopped them multiple times in the red zone now. So be interesting to see if they keep it going.
Yeah, it's been either way. 6:27 left on the clock here. Score still 19-7. It's 50-50 really.
There's the snap, looking for anything. He's trying to see something deep, and he has a man behind him, and he's sacked. Fantastic play there by number 54, Matthew Vasquez. Just gets the fantastic sack on number 8, Izua Salinas. Blindside. I'll apologize. Yeah. Some of the crew back here laughing.
That's crazy. translation. I can't even lie. Pronunciation. I think you need to get out after that pronunciation.
I mean, just fantastic play
I think you
there.
need to leave the booth.
As there's the screen for number 1, and he's moving. He might get the first down, and he might take it. Juked a couple men, walks into the end zone. We have a thriller here in Diamond Ranch.
Diamond Ranch is
That's number 1, Isaiah Perez. We've been waiting for him to break off one all day. He does it there.
Huge ball carrier vision. I mean, that's great. I mean, this, especially throughout this crowd's electric here. Diamond Ranch.
I mean, great play there by the receiver, but if you're Claremont, you know, you got the great sack.
Yeah.
The play before, and you're just very
upset. Hopefully Claremont doesn't fall off right now. I mean, honestly, 1913 could be 1914 if this PAT is good.
There's the kick, and the kick is good. Make it 19-14, 5-point game here at Diamond Ranch, and Diamond Ranch has done what they've needed to these past 2 drives.
Yeah.
Got the 3 and out, got the fast score, 5:45 left on the clock. I mean, if you're Claremont, you don't necessarily need to get a touchdown here, but you need to burn some clock.
I think it's time to lock in for Claremont, especially now that it's 1914. Big worrying. I mean, if they can't really get this ball moving, it's a punt again. Or worse, an interception, a sack. I think Claremont really has to be careful, because if they're not locked in here, I mean, it could not go so great for them.
Okay. And we have the special teams unit for Claremont coming out here, looking to set them up in decent field position. We'll see how they do. We have 5:45 left in this game of football. 19-14, Claremont leads by 5. And Diamond Ranch just brought this to a 1-possession game. We're going to have a stressful ending here at Pomona.
Unless Claremont can seal it.
I mean, Claremont scores a touchdown, game sealed.
Yeah,
they
game's
score a
over.
field goal, it's still a 1-possession game. So we could still see it go either way. And if they don't score here, it's going to be a thriller.
I think, though, if they get that field goal, though, I think it's an 8-point lead.
8-point lead, yeah.
And that means Claremont cannot lose. It's either a tie or they just win, which is a great situation for them to be in.
And there's the return caught by Carson Grillo. Moving to the outside.
Oh.
And
Breaking the tackle.
Still up somehow.
Carson Grillo.
And he's running.
Oh,
There's nobody to catch him.
He's going. He's there.
He's not caught. There he is.
Oh.
Carson Grillo with the fantastic return.
Almost to the Casa there. I mean, that was so
Oh,
close.
my gosh.
Lord.
I mean, you know what?
My heart's racing.
I think if I am correct, our one score last season versus Diamond Ranch was a Carson Grillo returned block kick.
Exactly.
And he shows up, and Claremont's in the red zone now, and they not end this game, but they can.
I mean, Grillo ran like a bat out of hell. I mean, he was about to get tackled. He was there. I mean, then he broke out of those tackles and ran, bro. He was gone. And that's great, because now they're in a position to where there's no way they can really lose unless they fumble
or you miss the field goal.
Yeah, or they miss the field goal. I mean, that's not entirely out of the equation with Carter missing a few of his kicks, but
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be good ending here as we have Jared sent up in the pocket. We'll see what Coach Karen called for him, and it looks like there's the jet motion.
So Alvarado.
Alvarado keeps it, jumps back behind, and looks like he'll get about
5 yards.
4 yards there. Looks like they'll call it 5. He's up to the. Looks like he's up to about the 16-yard line, as they stake their position well in the red zone. Looks like it'll be a 2nd and 7. Excuse me. Yeah, 2nd and 7. He's at about the 18-yard line.
Yeah. I mean,
yep. Gonna be. We'll see what they call here. I mean, the screens worked for them, but Diamond Ranch has kind of been jumping on it more and more as this game has gone.
Yeah, for sure.
So we could just see a straight run here. I wouldn't be the most surprised.
2nd and 7. I mean, they have not too long to go to that end zone. And again, they also have the opportunity of a field goal unless they miss it.
There's the snap.
Jared rolling
the
out.
Roll play.
Perfect.
Can he connect? He can connect with the receiver. Looked like that was Wani. And indeed it was.
So Wani.
He'll fall down at about the 12-yard line, or sorry, the 13-yard line, and it'll make this third. Make this 3rd and 2.
Yeah,
3rd and short.
High hopes of Claremont right now. The people in the booth right now are really happy about this.
We have
lead here.
4:07 left to go. Clock ticking down. It's 19-14. A fantastic return by Carson Grillo has the Wolfpack just about to hit the 10-yard line in Diamond Ranch territory as Coach Karen looks for his first win as Wolfpack head coach.
Yeah, good statement win, too, especially against a competitive school here in Diamond Ranch.
And Jared with the snap, and he's going to run with it.
Oh, but he gets caught.
And he just gets caught immediately. The QB draw didn't work there. And looks like he'll lose about a yard, make it 4th and 3. Hard choice here. It's 4th and 3. If you kick a field goal here, it's still 1 possession.
I think if it was me, I mean, they're going. It looks like they're going for it right now. I'm kicking that field goal. I can't lie. Either that, or I'm going to try maybe fake him out with a snap a little bit.
I could definitely see. Oh, looks like they are bringing. Oh, no, looks like that's a timeout. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they try and get up there, get them with a fake snap, and then just bring the kicking team out to get this to an 8-point game.
Because, I mean, honestly, in reality, I mean, if they let that kicking team go out, it's all in the hands of Carter. I mean, he's been there. I'm pretty sure he's scoring both touchdowns.
Yes, he scored both
and he's got the kick.
He scored 2 touchdowns for the Wolfpack. Jared scored the rushing touchdown in the first half. It's been a combination of both of those names scoring for Claremont
Carter
today.
here, definitely the MVP, definitely on special teams.
I mean,
and on
offense. Carter's had a great game. There's a lot of good pieces that have really, I feel like, grown as players from what we saw last year, and are shining now, especially with LeBay. We saw good stuff from Adonias all game too.
On defense for sure.
It's going to be a good end to this game as we only have 3:16 left to go here at Diamond Ranch High School. Claremont looking for their first win of the season. Same with Diamond Ranch, both under new coaches. They're going for the field goal
to guarantee a win or a tie going into overtime.
Don't say that. Do not say that. And there's a flag. Looks like Carter would have made it. And it's a false start on the offense. Make this 5 yards longer. Looked like he would have sunk that. This would give them that 1 possession safe lead where unless Diamond Ranch gets the ball back again after this next drive, they can't get it. But also, the one other thing is if they don't get it here, Diamond Ranch is far back as well.
Yeah. So, I mean, at that point, it's just all in the defense. You know,
It's the defense. They've showed out all game. Can they show out again?
Don't let them jinx them, though, because
that's what we're going to see.
Carter going for it.
Chants coming from the Diamond Ranch crowd. As Carter lines up. There's the snap. There's the hold. It's low.
It's good.
And it's incomplete.
Ooh.
And Diamond Ranch will be getting the ball back with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left with a chance to take the lead here with a touchdown. You need a touchdown if you're Diamond Ranch. Actually, no, you don't really need a touchdown here if you're Diamond Ranch. You have the opportunity to stall out this drive, and still you might get the ball back one more time, which is the scary thing. So it's time to see if this defense can show up one more time.
Hopefully Claremont didn't fall off there.
It's gonna be a great ending to this game here on the Claremont High Network. This crowd is back in it. This crowd was dead after Claremont scored their 3rd touchdown of the game, but they're back up and clapping to try and propel them to the win. There's the motion by number 1 as there's the screen to the other side as he's brought down inbounds. Doesn't get much there. Looks like he got about 1 or 2.
Great job of the Claremont defense there for sure.
Yeah. They swarmed him and were able to stop him from breaking off a big play. And a game that seemed so sure just about a minute ago is now in the fate of 2 units. Claremont's played good all day. This Diamond Ranch defense has just started picking it up. A little more motion by number 3 as he steps back. He's throwing it over the middle. It's intercepted! Game
That's game.
That is not game. There's a chance, but that may be one of the final nails.
That's
you
right.
got to stop calling game, man.
I'm calling game right now.
You called game 3 days.
I did not call game. I'm calling it right now.
But that great play there by the defense
That's definitely
to
game.
get him off the field. Another turnover for Diamond Ranch, and we'll see if they're able to run out the clock. They have 2:30 left. Diamond Ranch still has their 3 timeouts, and a lot of hope on the Claremont sideline. Pretty quiet because they're nervous. I mean, I would be too.
Yeah.
Stressful situation, but here comes the offense looking to seal this win for the Wolfpack, and the first win under Coach Karen and his whole staff. It's going to be thrilling end. We'll see if they can get another stop.
Running back in
There's the motion.
There's
There's the handoff, but there is a flag. We'll see where they call it. I wouldn't be shocked if it's another false start. That was a run by Alvarado, number 3. We've seen him do that multiple times today, but wouldn't be shocked if this is coming back. False start on the offense. I'll move him back 5. But, I mean, you burn some clock, so not the worst.
2:16.
Make it 1st and 15 now for the Wolfpack, as they're at enemy's 31-yard line. We'll see what they dial up here. Clock is ticking down. We're just about to hit 2 minutes left in this game. One more first down may seal it for the Wolfpack. We'll see exactly if it does. It will be close because of the clock. There's the snap. There's the screen to Carter Montgomery. Who's looking for the outside, and he'll take the outside, and he'll get tackled out of bounds, which means the clock will stop.
He's a kicker, by the way. This is insane.
Or actually, never mind. The clock has not stopped yet.
1:33.
It's ticking down now. We're at 1:30. You have some fans calling for Coach Williams to call a timeout.
These fans wanted to be a coach so bad right now, trying to get this timeout.
It's hard to be a coach. It's hard. But as the clock's ticking down, we're just under 1:20 now. So they're making some replacements.
The more of these timeout chants, Diamond Ranch's fans are upset right now.
Yeah.
They're pleading
very nervous fans on both sides of this game.
Now the people in the booth here are nervous too. Pleading for a Claremont win.
There's
Claremont
the snap.
snaps the ball.
There's the roll.
Hands
it's
off.
the handoff to Alvarado. And he'll be tackled in bounds. Clock's still going to roll under a minute. There's the timeout by Coach Williams. Some words from the fans, and should be 3rd and long
Not
now.
too happy about that Diamond Ranch timeout.
As we'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, LA Custom Pools and Spas Incorporated. Again, for probably the final time tonight, thank you to all of our sponsors, all of our boosters for helping support the program. And big shout outs to the Coliseum Sports Medicine and Orthopedics at Casa Colina and Pomona Valley Hospital Medical Center.
Yeah, we love our sponsors here. We're really grateful.
And again, this program couldn't be possible without our sponsors, and especially our boosters.
Boosters too, they're amazing.
Thank you so much.
We love y'all.
They're always supportive of the team and of us as well. So it means a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Also like to give a shout out to our crew today that's been working with us. Ella, Scarlett, Linnea, Devin, Camila, thank you guys so much.
And our very own Frank Ramirez, all the
Yeah.
way down at the end zone. I mean, he's amazing to me, all of our crew. We're very grateful.
So
for
big
him.
thanks to the whole crew for being able to help us do this. You know, this whole thing is student run except for our one guide, I guess, in our coach Frank Ramirez.
We love
you. Thank you so much for supporting the Claremont High Network as we're turning to the end of this game. Under a minute left. Claremont looking for a first down to end this game. Jared scrambles out, looks for something, and he falls down, and he's sacked in the backfield. Looks like they're just out of field goal range now. So
if they didn't trip, who knows? I don't know if Diamond Ranch has any timeouts.
Not sure what.
Because if they don't, to me, I'm just kneeling. Ball out.
Well, if you kneel, it's a turnover.
Yeah, but the clock also goes. No?
And clock is still,
She knows four,
it's
actually.
still running.
20 seconds. I don't think Diamond Ranch has any more timeouts unless they're not calling it for some reason.
I'm not. Oh, they may just be letting clock run.
I
And
think this
then
wraps.
that may be.
Wait. Claremont.
As
2,
clock kicks down, Claremont wins their
Claremont
first game of
did
the
it!
season.
This
19-14 win over Diamond Ranch.
Amazing!
Great game to start the season for the Wolfpack.
I know everyone at home's
As
happy.
Coach Karen gets his first win as Wolfpack head coach, coming back to his hometown team.
Oh.
Man, that's a win.
That's crazy, dude. That's great. I mean, I know everyone at home is super excited about that win,
That was-
too. Everyone in the booth, too, is really happy.
Just great way to start the season. And,
Really
I mean,
happy.
fantastic win. Claremont, they were truly playing a team game. Everybody
sure.
contributed, and everybody showed up. And
And they have to win. I mean,
Claremont's
that's what
coming out
matters.
1-0,
This is great.
and I'm sure it feels good. Well, from all of us at the Claremont High Network and the Claremont High School Football, we'd want to thank you for tuning in. I'm Luke Roy.
I'm Eduardo Rodriguez.